Bring everybody in, guys. Spread the word. Come on, come into the show. We will, I promise you, this will blow your mind.
Grassroots army. It's an army.
It's an army, guys. A grassroots army, guys.
We have plenty of time. It's a Sunday, right? At 17, your people say, I want to vote, but, I'm busy. I have other things to do. Let's go see a movie, and we'll watch the results later.
Come on now, Trump. Look at the ease in his eyes. He's doing this flawlessly, man. Trump is doing this flawlessly. Just had a bullet whizzing over his ear. 5 days later, he's behind the mic and he's spitting calms, guys. Trump is spitting calms like a Gatling gun, guys. We thank you. Patriots win. Arrows up. Share. Hoorah. Oscar worthy. Look at this band of annals. There was a time when the world asked ordinary men to do extraordinary things. That is us, guys.
That's great. That's great. Do we have the greatest people in the world? We have the greatest people in the world.
The point, the hat, he turns, he claps, and he points to the camera. Boom! There he is, guys. Trump, we love you guys. Oh my God, what a rally, guys. What a rally.
Nothing beats just hearing us, just seeing, you can already hear it in my voice where I think like, okay, I might head out now, right? And then, before you know it,
an hour later.
They come with something that is like, and that is that drop, right? That I always want to read. 1339. And this is to you, QT. We establish a series of proofs for this specific reason. Undeniable, unpredictable, coincidence after coincidence, growth due to confirmations, real sources communicating with the people, unrestricted and together, guys. So this is why Trump was labeling them the fake news, and they will make sure, right, to drop those, to back us up, right? And we love you, Q team. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.
That's zero delta at 2:47 and 56 seconds. It's to the second, guys.
47.56 to the second delta.
The second, guys. This is ridiculous.
An insane asylum.
There it is, guys.
Jesus.
There it is.
Boom, guys.
There it is.
There it is, guys.
Woo!
There it is. Derfman in the house.
Dang,
We got Derfman in the house, guys.
I do appreciate all.
I do appreciate, guys. There it is. We sincerely appreciate. There it is, guys. 10:25. 10:25, guys. 10:25. There it is. I hope you guys can see it again. But this is central, so we got to add an hour here, right? 10:25. 10:25. We sincerely appreciate it for your kind words and appreciation. There it is. There it is, guys. The zero.
There it is.
Baby! Oh my God, this is good.
Of thousands, millions of people came in through Biden, and they say zero.
Boom, they say zero. What? 9:40 EST, aka 21:40 Eastern Standard Time. Boom, 21:40, 0 Delta. What do we have here? 0. They say 0. How about a nice 0 Delta to encourage add-ons on request of the Q team? Oh, whoa. Guys, check it out. He's saying we have it all at 7:09. 7:09, guys. Listen.
We have it all.
Boom, guys. We have it all. 5:09 Mountain Time. That is 7:09. Check it out. Are you ready? We have it all.
Oh my gosh.
This is 1909. The military timestamp. of 709, guys. We have it all. See that? Isn't that epic, guys?
Wow. How does he do that?
But we'll make sure that that's going to go very quickly. We'll be able to do things that you never even thought. The only good thing about what happened with this 4-year disaster is that the people will understand when we fix our country. They'll be much more understanding than they would have been if we just went straight ahead and did it.
Oh, right.
What the heck?
What the fuck? Stop on Trump. Dude, what the fuck? This is XM 4461. Dude.
They tell me there's a storm coming in. Is that right? Is that still
The first time I had it, but you guys were after me. I said I had to focus. I was the hunted, and now I'm the hunter. It's a big difference.
After decades in which past presidents coddled and enabled the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, President Trump finally ended the immediate threat of a nuclear Iranian regime. The Iranian regime was weeks away from being able to produce a nuclear weapon that would threaten the entire world before President Trump took this decisive action on Saturday night to obliterate their nuclear capabilities. The contrast in leadership could not be more clear. Barack Obama and Joe Biden sent pallets of cash, American taxpayer dollars, in a failed attempt to buy the Iranian regime's compliance with a weak and ineffective deal. President Trump sent a fleet of American warplanes to destroy Iran's ability to produce a nuclear weapon.
There's new evidence that Barack Obama asked intelligence and investigatory heads like John Brennan, the former CIA director, James Clapper, the former director of national intelligence, and James Comey, the former FBI director, to find me evidence that you haven't found yet so that we can continue the Russian collusion hoax after it was ineffective in the campaign. You go back, we only have a few weeks left, I'm a lame duck president, and bring me the right assessments. And that's exactly what they did, and that's why they're terrified that new information is coming forth that suggests to the American people what they did and how they were culpable.
Incredible. It's all there now. It's in writing. And Tulsi's done a great job.
She's tough.
And she's tough and she's smart. And she did. She went deep into the files and she found it.
A new bombshell on the Russiagate hoax has dropped, revealing what U.S. intelligence knew back in 2016. Sources telling Fox News Digital that the U.S. intel had credible foreign sources indicating that the FBI would play a role in spreading the Trump-Russia collusion narrative. That was before the FBI launched its controversial probe. Now, CIA Director John Ratcliffe is expected to declassify intel from former special counsel John Durham's report on the origins of the FBI Trump campaign probe.
As you were playing those clips of these people like Morning Joe seemingly befuddled, saying that by no account is any of this true, I would challenge them to see if they've actually read the documents, every single page of the documents that we've released over the last couple of weeks. If not, go to odni.gov, G-O-V. It's all right there for anyone to see. And those who go in and read this will see how President Obama directed that a National Security Council meeting be called to talk about Russia.
Is the Oversight Committee prepared to enter into a legal battle with the DOJ over the Epstein files? You guys want the Clintons to tell us what they know about this, and many others. We'll put up the list again so everyone can see.
How can an entity known only as Q, faceless, nameless, fameless, etc., begin to ask questions on 4chan, now 8chan, and build something of this magnitude? How can the same Q entity garner such a massive amount of worldwide mainstream media, fake news attention attacks? How is it possible this Q entity can forecast future events or know when the POTUS is about to tweet? How is it possible future proves past regarding the information provided? How is it possible this Q entity, an entity who began by merely asking questions on 4chan, 8chan, was able to fill in the blank?
Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exists for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington and for the global special interests, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. Our campaign represents a true existential threat like they haven't seen before. This is not simply another 4-year election. This is a crossroads in the history of our civilization that will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control over our government. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries all around the world. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation, and this will be our last chance to save it. This election will determine whether we're a free nation or whether we have only the illusion of democracy, but are in fact controlled by a small handful of global special interests rigging the system, and our system is rigged. This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. Honestly, she should be locked up. The most powerful weapon deployed by the Clintons is the corporate media, the press. Let's be clear on one thing. The corporate media in our country is no longer involved in journalism. They're a political special interest, no different than any lobbyist or other financial entity with a total political agenda, and the agenda is not for you, it's for themselves. Anyone who challenges their control is deemed a sexist, a racist, a xenophobe. They will lie, and then again, they will do worse than that. They will do whatever is necessary. The Clintons are criminals, remember that. This is well documented, and the establishment that protects them has engaged in a massive cover-up of widespread criminal activity at the State Department and the Clinton Foundation in order to keep the Clintons in power. They knew they would throw every lie they could at me and my family and my loved ones. They knew they would stop at nothing to try to stop me. Nevertheless, I take all of these slings and arrows gladly for you. I take them for our movement so that we can have our country back. I knew this day would arrive. It's only a question of when. And I knew the American people would rise above it and vote for the future they deserve. The only thing that can stop this corrupt machine is you. The only force strong enough to save our country is us. The only people brave enough to vote out this corrupt establishment is you, the American people. Our great civilization has come upon a moment of reckoning. I didn't need to do this, folks, believe me. I built a great company, and I had a wonderful life. I could have enjoyed the fruits and benefit of years of successful business deals and businesses for myself and my family, instead of going through this absolute horror show of lies, deceptions, malicious attacks. Who would have thought? I'm doing it because this country has given me so much, and I feel so strongly that it's my turn to give back to the country that I love. I'm doing this for the people and for the movement, and we will take back this country for you, and we will make America great again.
You ready?
Beats.
You ready? You ready?
All right, guys, good morning. And again, guys, we had to go live on the last minute, guys, because Descovino is dropping something heavy, guys. And if you were with us yesterday, please drop a 17. I still got to line up the upcoming for you to be able to see yourself while we are playing The Storm is Upon Us and Hold the Line. So give me a few minutes, guys. But you are all here because you know the storm is upon us. And please let everybody know we're live. And again, thank you so much for joining us on this short notice. Let's play Hold the Line, guys.
Christian warriors, set yourselves apart from this corrupt generation. Be saints. That is the freedom that I wish for you. Freedom from sin. Freedom from our weaknesses. Freedom from the slavery that sin makes out of all of us. That is the freedom that is worth dying for. Kind of reminds me of the words that Mel Gibson first intoned in his Academy Award-winning film Braveheart, when he said to his ragtag army, and I say to you tonight, I see before me a whole army of my countrymen here in defiance of tyranny. You've come to fight as free men, and free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight? No! Yep, fight, you may die. Run and you'll live. Or at least a while. Dying in your beds many years from now, would you have been willing to trade all the years from this day to that for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that you can take our lives, that you can never take our freedom. Every man dies. Not every man truly lives. You, we must fight for that authentic freedom and live, my friend. By God, we must live. And with the Holy Spirit as your shield and Christ as your sword, may you join Saint Michael and all the angels in defending God and sending Lucifer and his henchmen straight right back to hell where they belong. Jesus, our rudder. And in the words of Reagan, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. God bless you.
And God bless you, Buddha Spaces. Thank you so much for joining us in this short notice. Let's play Hold the Line and let me shout each and every one out. Because you know that I love you, right? We're gonna hold on time, guys. No time to waste. Rap-a-pa-pa-pam. There we go. Let me see who's with us, guys. Okay, Steven Bananas, Real Newshead,
I will be a president for disease, joblessness, and
Mr.
hopelessness.
Real Newshead, Evelyn on YouTube.
Resentment and hatred.
Jack,
Extremism.
for the fear. A beautiful Dutch patriot.
Violence.
Yo, Jackie, we
Bitterness
love
and
you.
fury. No progress. No nation. Only a state of chaos.
Idaya from
Piss
London.
down my
Great to
back
see
and
you.
tell me it's raining.
Little Red Penny, sister, we love you. All right, Freddy Carpenter. And shout out to Madman. 10 subscriptions. We love you guys. Take note who got it, guys. We're gonna hold the line on time. Marco, brother, we love you. Miss Penny Black. Jamie WV. Star 20. Jenna Franklin. White House Grandpa. Great to see you. Good morning to you. Humanita 13. Jake Tracy. Carpenter. We love you. Danny Beckers. Our beautiful Dutchie. We love you. By the way, let me share the thing on Truths. We gotta let everybody know we're live, guys, because you don't want to miss this epic show. Long time. Let me share it everywhere and help me out, guys. Let everybody in. I got something epic to show you. Shout out to Donald J. Trump and Dan Scavino. Sirius, Steve, Jenna Franklin, Leonardo, beautiful, talented, gifted, and inspired, Miss Penny Black. We got the CCC cabin in the house. We have breezed cruising over to the 40,000 foot long ago. As we prepare to land, make sure your seats and phone trays are in their upright position. And while we're at it, guys, please double check if you're buckled up because you know it's going to get bumpy. Are you ready for this? I think you are. Those famous last words. United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay. Immediate boarding at Gate E. We knew this day would come, so grab your favorite beverages. Liberal tears. Grab your popcorn. We knew this day would come. Here we go. Treso Vera. We love you, sister. Thank you so much for joining us again. Johnny, 1776. Rick Q. God bless your beautiful soul, brother. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. Foreshadowed for millennia. And as you can see unfolding right in front of our eyes, we're blessed to be alive and to be witnesses of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Dennis Scavino, Elon Musk, General Flynn, Cash Patel, Ben Bobby, Chuck Grassley, Richard Canal, the less than 10 Wizard Worlds. We love you guys.
We will be back in some form.
Perfect timing, guys.
Too many of us think it is impossible. Too many think it is unreal.
But that is
a dangerous,
defeatist
belief. It leads to the conclusion that we are gripped by forces
we cannot control. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for the Storm Mega. Whoo, guys. Whoo, this was last minute. And there it is. Boom. Where we go one, we go all. Worldwide. The chat is in stream. The show has been peppered on all the locations where it needs to be, guys. Wow, guys. Derfman was with us while I was brokering, right? Making Miss Grasshopper a deal, an offer she could not refuse in a good way, guys. That means that tomorrow I'm going to be offline the whole day. That means that I just sent that really important email to my work while I was running the intro. That means that if I'm going to share my screen now, that most of it is not loaded yet. But again, it is so important to go live because, man, Dan Scavino dropped us something epic, guys. And Trump is dropping his spaces. So there was kind of an invite. Grass, please go live. Even if it is an hour or two. I brokered the time till, what was it again? 6:30. So that means that we got 2 full hours to enjoy each other's. Weird word. To enjoy the company together, right? Oh my God. Let me start. Let's go to scene number 3. Boom.
Okay, guys. We got 200 people watching on Twitter yet, guys. It's going to be bumped up because we're going to be on 1,000 without no time. Please share the links, guys. And, because what we have to show you is something so amazing, guys. When you are watching our shows and you see the confirmations that are coming in, mostly I say, can it get any more obvious, right? And every time it drops, I think, yeah, this is it. You can't top this. And Dancing Window did it again, guys. So before we get there, let's introduce the man, the legend that you all know as Mr. Butterboy. The man that knows without being told. Mr. 45. Believe it or not, heartbeats a minute. Do not let him tell you otherwise. The cherry on top, we all know. He brought it home for us. The cherry on top, Mr. RQ Derf Man. Good morning to you. How are you doing, my friend?
Well, good afternoon to you, Grass, and good afternoon also to Miss Penny Black and any other of our Euro Patriots that I might be missing right now. I think Trucy is with us as well. I thought I saw her name. Rick Q is with us too. But yeah, good morning to the rest of yous.
Yes.
Like I was gonna say, like
the rest
White
of y'all.
House,
the rest of y'all.
The rest of y'all. I'm gonna get myself a southern drawl.
Yeah,
so
baby.
Good morning to y'all.
Okay, guys. Oh, that's funny.
Ted Phillips, let me know if this one is good enough.
Okay.
But I want to say good morning, especially to Matt Mann, who was gifting 10 subscriptions, 2 of which already came in.
Boom.
One that went to Rick Q.
Boom. Welcome to the Rec Castle, my friend.
And to White House Grandpa.
Boom.
So welcome both of y'all to the Red Castle Club. And Danny Backers is also over in the Netherlands. So good morning. Goedemiddag to you. Goedemiddag.
Right.
I'll get it right one day.
No, you're doing well.
I'm close enough. Okay. I can obviously speak English, speak French. I speak some Italian. I speak some Spanish. Very little, mind you.
He knows a lot of bad words in Dutch. No, no joking. Spend an afternoon with me, guys. Spend an afternoon with me. It kind of rubs off.
I probably know more, bad words in Dutch than I do in Italian, believe it or not. Because, my parents, they just never taught me those bad words. So I never learned them. I might know one or two, and I don't even know.
Fanculo.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody knows that one.
Okay.
And, there's different ways of saying it depending on which dialect you're using, if you will, because the North and the South are very different. Even
enemies, guys.
Even though right now, no, I wouldn't say enemies, but
well, the North is looking down on the South, and who is worse, right? I like the South better. Real people, hard workers, but again, the North looks down upon the South. Not just because the geographical position, but also because they think all of these guys are mafia people, right? But again, what is worse? White collar crime, right? Again, so, we had these discussions in Sicily a lot of times. And I love those people. I love the North, I love the South, but I do understand both positions.
Because if it's any console.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, well,
go ahead.
You have Italy, right? That used to be all these different societies just living amongst each other. And then you had something like a European Union happening within Italy itself, right? And then they took over Sicily. Man, you know, I love opening up that can of worms once I'm there in Sicily, because I love to have these heated conversations, you know. And yeah, let me just leave you there. But again, it's awesome, guys. We love it.
Well, Italy was very, quote unquote, I mean, I was going to say Italy was famous for, but I don't know if people are really aware of this, but as an Italian, or, you know, I don't consider myself Italian much, to be honest. My you know, my parents, grandparents, as far as I know, going all the way back, I don't know how far back, but far enough, you know, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-great-great-grandparents, they're all Italian.
And even better, so, great-parents. Joking.
Again, I don't know how far back, but one thing Italy is known for, in a sense, is that different regions have different dialects. Mm-hmm. So what Grasshopper was referring to is that, you know, if you're from the north, if you're from, let's say, the Veneto, and you go down to around Rome, you're going to get a completely different accent, a completely different way of saying things, which I learned in in college when I had to take extra classes. I ended up taking an Italian class because I figured, hey, why not, you know, brush up on it. And as I was talking to my teacher, half the time my teacher was looking at me and she's like, "You're not talking Italian." I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm not talking Italian. I've been speaking that way since I'm a kid." And then she explained to me that the certain words that I was using or the way I was using them was a dialect that was specific to the region where my mom and dad sort of come from. And yeah, I learned that what I thought was Italian wasn't really Italian. It was a dialect from our region. So yeah, there's a big difference between the North and the South. However, I will say this, you know, as far as my family is concerned, we were more farmers than whatever else you might think of from the North. So, you know, we come from, or, you know, my ancestors, if you will, they were some hardworking farmers, and I know some of them got into construction and that kind of stuff. But yeah, do we think of the South as being more mafiosos? 100%.
And again, guys, when these guys are making Mortal, right, they'll go with them in the basement because before you know it, you become part of the construction. I'm joking. Oh
well, hey,
bad joke.
Let me switch up here and say a good morning to Methods.
Oh, again, brother, we love you.
Popping in again. Thank you for joining us, Methods. And, you know, we might be done by the time you're going live. Oh, no, wait.
No, he's going live at 10. So, again, guys.
At 11.
He's going live at 11, huh?
I think it's 11. So, yeah, sorry. But you know what, Methods? If we do go off and you're still on, we might just try to
raid your
stream, because we tried that earlier this week.
But we're not streaming on Pilt because I didn't have time to set that one up. Just saying. So we might rate you on. I don't know if he's streaming on Rumble. I guess so.
Yeah.
By the way, Methods, drop your Rumble link in the chat so we can find you there. Let me see, guys.
I was actually just about to copy paste the link to his upcoming show just now. Okay, so guys, here we go.
Okay,
There's Method's upcoming show. And it is at 11 a.m., not noon, guys. So Tuesday to Friday, 11 a.m., Methods is live. And yeah, we're going to...
And that is it, right? This is Methods. This is him, guys. Look at this. Words and stuff. Not the end of the world, guys, but the world of the end. Don't you love it? Right? That is Methods.
I like that.
In one, a picture, this is him, guys. I love it. The world of the end. Well done. Well done.
Madman is asking if I'm hauling around millstones. I can't say that I am.
Why?
I am not. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I got something in my ear.
Oh, so shiny, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
so, no, I am not hauling around millstones, Madman. Maybe some of my uncles might have done that, or, great grand uncles, whatever you want to call them. They might have done that in the past, but certainly not me. I did drive around a tractor when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. Okay, maybe not 7, 8. Definitely, I wasn't that young. But by the time I was I think by the time I was 10-ish, I was starting to drive around the tractors while the workers were putting the big boxes of lettuce and the radicchio onto the back of... onto the back of the trucks, the trailers, if you will. And Madman was asking me to say something, which I mean, I think I can say it.
What can you say?
He was asking me to say that was funny as a fart in a wetsuit.
Okay. Why is this? Do you guys have like a challenge?
Oh man, I mean, I'm definitely not going to attempt it in Italian, but in French it would be something like c'est aussi drôle qu'un pet dans une combinaison de plongée.
Okay.
And that was awesome. Andrea Lamont is with us. I hope she enjoyed that one. I mean, that's not an expression that we use over here, at least in Montreal. I don't know, maybe in Quebec they use that. But yeah, guys, I am sorry. I am all over the map this morning. Got some so shinies going on in my ear.
The thing is, Derf, do you want to bring this straight up in while Methods is still with us? While he's still with us, why not just show what just happened, right? Because, right?
100%.
Okay, guys. Okay, again, yesterday, right? When we started the show, Dan Scavino was dropping these shutdown, the end of the shutdown, right? Was, dropped by Dan Scavino. And we were looking into remember in our show, we were looking into the seconds in between, right? Into the next. Let me see where it is, guys. Was it this one? What's the other one? Okay, because here you can still see I made this one before we went live, right? I just posted it before we went live. And the crowds were already pretty well good, right? This is the end of the shutdown, and we can see that in the minutes and seconds it talks about the shutdown, defines shutdown, and the rule of who, right? Again, his 804 was pointing us to a drop that talks about the sixth delta, right? As the sixth delta of that day on the 13th of November, when you put him on time, right? When you go to QAC and you say, okay, I want you to scrape, organize the drops on timestamps, right? Which one was the earliest dropped? That was this one at 12 minutes and 14 seconds after midnight, right? This then was the second
at 002055, right? This is the third one. You let it organize by time, right? Now this one is the sixth one, and that talks about the Rothschilds, right? Distress calls to others will do you and your family no good at this stage. We know where you and the family are at all times, so we can hear you breathing, right? How many times do we have the crumbs from the team pointing to the Rothschilds in regards to the shutdown, right? Now, as we are live, Trump drops shutdown again. We're going to get into this later on, guys. But again, Method's time is not infinite, guys. His time is short. He needs to go live pretty soon. So let's put the pedal on the metal. Let me see if there's something that I can show here. If it is opening up. That brings us to... Yes. Okay. I like it. Okay, so go. Let me open up my tabs, guys. Because when I start the show and I open up 300 tabs, Twitter thinks it's a DDoS attack, right? So it puts me on halt. But there's a few things that I need to show you. I think it's somewhere over here. Give me a second, guys. Come on.
And while you're looking, I just want to give also a shout out to Jackie van der Veer, who is another new Dutch patriot.
Okay.
At least she's new to me, so goedemiddag to you as well, Jackie.
Okay, guys. We love you. So the thing that I wanted to show you was right over here. Right over here, where Trump talks about the shutdown. He talks about the stock market, and he drops the M-dash. The M-dash brings you to Fly Rods Fly is happening. My signatures all reference upcoming events about to drop. If this hasn't been caught on, these are the words that he's using, right? 78 words, dropping the M-dash as character number 284, right? And then this is a word number 48. Right? It ceases as this word. So that brings you to Q clearance, the calm before the storm. And again, so interesting. 87 words. My signatures all reference upcoming events. The M-dash, the Fly Rods Fly, the 185 and 211, right? Paint a picture without risk of jeopardizing the operation. And the 185 pointing to the Rothschilds. He talks about the stock market, and his truth number is on 29,666, right? Well, the drop 666 brings you to the Rothschilds and the stock market. Saying 666, it drops 666 points. Do you think that's a coincidence, right? It points to the Rothschilds. It points to the Soros and the Clintons, and saying these people are evil. And here comes the important thing. 2020 coming. Public is vital. The release of information is vital. This will create the outrage that will facilitate, the justice that is about to come, right? The amount of justice that needs to come rain down to get this enemy away once and for all, globally, right? Can we simply, and Q is spelling it out here, right? Not just, this is how we read it, this is what we understand. But for the normies, they understand this sentence, right? Can we simply start arresting the opposition without first exposing the truth? Follow the light, right? Again, this is just a snippet of decodes and crumbs that followed up after the crumbs, what they've been dropping, right? I just wanted to put the connection with the shutdown to the Rothschilds, right? Okay, so what happened? Let me show you. The shutdown happened, right? And Dan Scavino used this post number that linked to de wereld staat op het punt te veranderen, right? That was linking to Dutch patriots with a Q banner. Sheep no more, dark to light. It points to QAnon baby. We all know what that means, right? The gap code was 137, right? That is listing all these worldwide central banks owned by the Rothschilds, right? And it so happens to be that the Netherlands is being mentioned 4 times here, right? Again, this is making a lot of sense when you understand the other confirmations, but that takes too long to explain this, right? And again, this 4392 mistakes the summer roadmaps to others is also really important. But again, the most important thing of all of this is that Dan Scavino used this post number 2934 that links to the world is about to change, right? Dutch Patriots. Now, yesterday, we showed you this decode, right? And then, let me show you. Then Dan Scavino dropped again, right? He didn't drop. We went live, and then he dropped again, making a certain gap code possible, right? If you go back to our show yesterday, we were amazed. And again, the crumbs are so plentiful. In this decode that I'm going to show you, is just going to be a few of them, right? But again, this is what we were showing in the show, and then Dan Scavino dropped again. Let me show you. Now, Dan Scavino, so we were on this drop, right? Posted at 8:04. Let me show you. 8:04:25, right? Now, Dan Scavino drops again a post, now making this gap code possible. 2934. Again, the same one. Wait a minute. Yeah, 2934, right? Again, the same meme. This is when the shutdown ended, right? This, in the show over here, this is when it started. This was 12 minutes and 52 minutes. Yes, 52 seconds till midnight. You see, so this is what dropped when the shutdown started to happen, and this is when what Dan Scavino dropped as the shutdown ended, right? Okay. But then you're going to look at the gap code, right? The gap code, because Dan Scavino did not just, like the gap code that you see here with the 3 of, the 1 hour, 13 minutes and 12 seconds that is in between this post is something that, let me see. Let's go. Let's be thorough.
So shiny.
Sorry, guys. Let's be thorough. Let's see what actually happened. Let's go back in time. Dan Scavino. Yep, there it is. Okay. So this is 8:01. This one we were looking at, right? 8:04. Then Donald Trump dropped, guys. Donald Trump dropped, making this gap code possible of 2934, right? Where he talks about the 40...
So shiny.
Sorry, guys. Where he talks about the 43 days of the shutdown. 43 days of shutdown. Now let's go back to what we were showing you way back when the shutdown happened, right? We were looking at the 137 gap code, right? We were looking at, and we were asking this question. 10 days darkness when? Shutdown, right? Again, is this regarding this shutdown? I don't know. Again, then we had all these crumbs regarding the Atlanta airport and the analysts questioning, like, hey, the shutdown didn't really happen. And Q was saying, hey, define shutdown, right? Again, we were showing you all of this, and Donald J. Trump, during this show, while we were showing you this, and remember, the 807, I hear you. This is all regarding the Secure Comms Act and the 5x5 read, right? As he's holding up 5 fingers, and the 5th line is saying, I hear you. Okay, so during this show, Trump comes out posting at 137. As we, at 12:30 during the show, right, we're showing you the 137. And this drop, right, this is 12:30, this is 137. So this is 1 minute and 7 1 hour and 7 minutes after we posted this, that Donald Trump dropped at 137 and having 316 characters, where Q is adding to the annons timestamps how many proofs must we provide, as the annons are going on RSBN, listening to the Trump speeches and concluding. Looking at the map gives you a good idea of the operations ahead. But remember, guys, what did Trump do here? He was saying for 43 days the Democrats shut down the government. And look at the seconds in between. 43 seconds. The resistance will be dealt with swiftly. The core focus is on removing entrenched and fortified bad actors from within our federal government, past and present, right? And there you have the 185 again, bringing you to the Rothschilds. As this is how it all, this is what Trump was pointing at. That the shutdown is regarding, the end and the rule of who, right? The Soroses and the Rothschilds. The two sides of the pyramids that are, quote unquote, still standing, right? Just to show, and I guess, a method needs to go now. But again, just before you go, and you might have gone already, let me show you this. The gap code, because later that night, Dan Scavino reposted this again on Twitter. And the time in between, the 801 and 29:25:31 is showing you 803. What is 803 showing you? 803 shows you the original drop that Trump reacted to by saying, right, I hear you. Let me show you over here. Drop 807. Drop 807. Drop 807. Oops. Drop 807 is showing you. Come on. I hear you, right? Secure Comms Act 65/5. Read. What are the odds that the gap code of Dan Scavino is pointing you back not only to the mean, the 2934, but also that we had in the beginning of the shutdown, but also the foundation that Trump answered to. 803 is being mentioned in 807. I hear you, right? I hear you. He hears us, right? You are learning our comms. Okay, so that is wild, right? But there's more, guys. The gap code over here of 4823, or the mirror of that, right? 4823 is showing you Q, thank Q daddy, right? As this drop was showing you QAnon baby, right? Again, once you understand the shows and you've seen it, right? What we've been playing and what Dan Scavino dropped during his flight on Air Force One, you know what this means, right? But let's keep this going. Then the gap codes in hours, 13 hours, 0.397, 1339 is bringing you to this drop. Is bringing you to, we establish a series of proofs for this specific reason. Undeniable, unpredictable, coincidence after coincidence, growth due to confirmations, real sources communicating with the people, unrestricted and together, right? As the 531, from his minutes and seconds, right? The 531 are pointing us back to Queen to Fox 3, right? Let the light begin, right? The chessboard, the deadly move, Queen to Fox 3. Again, future proofs will be relayed here. But again, guys, Queen to Fox 3, right? Again, this is bringing us back to what we have over here in the succession of
Q crumbs that the team was putting out there, right? Because we had General Flynn saying, let the lie begin in regards to Julian Assange, that dropped the sauce on the Clintons, the pizza man, right? James Alefantis, right? John Podesta, Barack Obama, Hillary, the domestic, right? Terrorist. The enemy combatants, right? Funding ISIS in cahoots with Qatar and Saudi Arabia, right? As these crimes are all showing us all of these things, right? And again, pointing us back to Soros, the White family. What was the real purpose of the war, the Second World War? So again, if you understand this, you understand the game that Trump is playing on this world stage, right? We're not against people. We are fighting a common enemy, right? The enemy from within, the deep state in those countries. So we're not pro this or pro that or anti this. We have a common enemy, right? Okay, guys. So there's let the light begin. And later on, we can see, right, that the darkness falls on DC as the Grim Reaper is making his way through DC. Remember, it's the 10 days of darkness in regards to this shutdown. Trump is dropping the Grim Reaper, walking in the dark through DC. And Trump is saying, here we go with this timestamp, right? The Great Awakening, promises made, promises kept. That brings you to a link where Trump is saying, right? The American people have investigation fatigue, right? We can do the same and the government comes to the halt, right? Comes to a halt. The government shutdown. They can play that game, but we can play it better. Right? We can play it better. This whole clip is 1 minute and 40 seconds long, where it shows you those families, you know, coming together, right? Wealth over power, right? You know, buys countries and its people, and combined forms the New World Order, right? The keystone was taken out. Now the puppets are in the shadows. And saying, what if China, Russia, and others are coordinating with POTUS to eliminate the New World Order, right? Then Trump drops his go again. Right? As we had in the beginning, the 10 days of darkness, right? Then we have another one, I guess, over here, where he does his not 1 or 2 but 3 very sinister events. This is his 17th word, consisting of 88 characters, and post being word number 88. So I don't know how many links to post 88 you want to have, but if it's word post is worth 88, and when he is counting and spelling it out, his 17th word is consisting of 88 characters. I'm paying attention now, right? Because I've seen this before, right? It talks about how are patterns being formed and isolated, right? What are data sets and what is a map, right? How does a map become a guide, right? And the map provides the picture, and that picture levels you up to that higher understanding, right? What happened in Saudi Arabia will happen in the United States. Here it was still a question. Here I started paying attention, right? He's saying not 1 or 2 but 3. He's hitting, you know, with his truth number, he's hitting 2 0 deltas to the minute and 1 17-minute delta. His 17th word is 88 characters, right? And the gap code with the delta that he was hitting by posting this one was 1 minute and 7 seconds separated from a 5-year delta. Talking about a not 1, not 2, but 3 star general saying not long now. As the drop over here is talking about 7 seconds. We are getting closer to the 2 to the second delta, right? Not, you know, minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're getting closer, right? 7 seconds separated. This one is not 17 minutes separated. This now is 1 minute and 7 seconds. There's your 7 seconds. There is your 7 seconds from this post 2948 that is from his truth number, right? This is his timestamp 174646. By the way, this looks a lot like a decode that I made yesterday that I did not pull up. Let me see, guys. Let me go to my profile. I think it's General Flynn. Was it General Flynn? Yep, there it is. General Flynn, guys. Look at this. Look at the memory on this guy, right? There is 174646. And there is General Flynn hitting 306464, right? You know? And he's posting at 1700, right? Interesting, guys. Interesting. Where General Flynn, again, we're going to get through this decode, guys. Let's stay on point here, right? The 10 days of darkness, right? And then, so he's saying go over here with 88 words. Then he's doing this one, pointing double to the 88 by even using the word in the parentheses as his 88 character. And then, guys, after making the Grim Reaper walk through the darkness, promises made, promises kept, at 17 seconds, we can play it better, right? The government comes to a halt. He drops this, go, right? 10 days of darkness, 7 October, talking about dark darkness in coordination with the Atlanta airport flying to Washington, D.C., right? The shutdown, and there's your queen to fox 3, right? How about a nice game of chess, right? That is bringing you back to Julian Assange, queen to fox 3, Q fox 3, the deadly move, right? Bringing things to light. As we saw from, where is it? There. No. This one? No. Where are my tabs, guys? It's getting confusing. There it is. Yes. As before this, right? General Flynn, none other than this, not 1 or 2, but 3-star general, was saying, let the light begin, right? As the go order had 328 characters that was saying, light will overcome darkness. The 10 days of darkness is not just 10 days, it's a period of time, right? Where at the end of the darkness, the light will shine, expose the corruption. And as Trump later on shows us, that will cause the outrage necessary for the justice to come in, right? There it is, right? The 2020 vision is vital. The release of the info is vital. It will create outrage that will facilitate the justice. Can we simply start arresting the opposition without first exposing the truth? And we know exactly what he's talking about, right? The shutdown, stock market, M-dash. 185, 211. At this point, you can paint a picture without risk of jeopardizing the operation. Just a little touch up, right? But this is what Dan Scavino dropped. He reposted this one yet again, guys. Bringing you to Queen to Fox 3. We established a series of proofs for this specific reason. Undeniable, unpredictable, coincidence after coincidence. Growth to the confirmation. Will sources communicating with the people, unrestricted and together. Are you prepared? Are you ready for launch? Show the world the truth and open their eyes, right? Are you ready for the light to shine, right? Sheep no more, dark to light. There is your darkness, guys. Moving towards the light, as we had in this decode. Boom. Light will overcome darkness. Shall we play a game? Dark, darkness. The executive order, 10 open, 10 in the code brackets. Find the markers right? That special place during the shutdown. Atlanta Airport going to Washington, right? As the Owls, right? The 188 points you to Washington, D.C., right? As the October 7th, the first October 7th, and the second October 7th brings you to 365. And the first October 7th brings you to military intelligence infiltrating Antifa and all deserting local governments, right? And there it is. Because this Go, the G in the Go, is character number 546. You can dive even deeper when you look at all the characters of this Go in the parentheses. When you start chipping away at the characters, it will show you No Name, Soros, right? Obama, the Pope, the Rothschilds and Soros, and the whole Rothschild family. These are the characters, including the spaces. But if you subtract those 88 spaces from these characters, right? This is the open parentheses in the word Go. It brings you to 457. Merry Christmas. Celebrate this special day in a big way, right? We had it here, right? Special. This special place. The shutdown. Shall we play a game? Coincidence or message? Right? Just saying, guys. I need to pull you in to show you this because this is pretty wild. That at the end of the shutdown, that so happens to be 43 days long or short. I think long, right? As Donald Trump, guys, was confirming during our live show, right? Q baby, dark to light, the shutdown, he hears us. Here Trump, during our live show, when we are discussing this, is dropping at 137 after posting something 43 seconds earlier. How long was the shutdown? 43 days, right? You are in the middle of something historic. Define back channels. Super predators. Bring them to heel. Like how many coincidences do you need, guys? 137 as we show you the shutdown 1 hour and 7 minutes earlier at 12:30. You could go back into the broadcast, rewind to 12:30 and you will see exactly that we're showing you this on the 1st of October 1st. Unbelievable, right? And then this happens. At the end of those 43 days, right? Trump drops about 43 and drops a gap code, making this gap code possible of 4,392 seconds or 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 12 seconds. Pointing you back to that moment in the Netherlands where the annals were coming out in yellow vest saying the world is about to change. Dark to light. Sheep no more. Derf, man. I don't know, man. This is pretty wild. Do you follow me, guys? Do you follow this? That Dan Scavino opened, started the shutdown with comms 807 with drop 803 embedded in this. This is what Trump reacted to 2 days later. You can see the drop. Let me see, where's my tabs? Okay. Here you can see it side by side, right? This is February 22nd. And let's go to drop 803, right? Drop 803 is posted, let's see, yeah, 1 day earlier, right? Where it talks about Secure Comms Act, 6 5x5 read, showing you the spaces, the time in between. Again, let me see how many characters are in here. How many spaces? 60, oh no. 58 spaces, guys. 58. But again, this is what Q was saying. And then a day later, guys, Trump comes out, or maybe even that same night. I don't know. I don't know when this picture was taken. It might be taken later that night. And then an add-on made this graphic. That is something I don't know. When this picture was taken. I think it was maybe later that night. And then the next morning. Well, let me see. This is at 8. Yeah. Yeah, this was... Okay, yeah. So Trump here was posting on the 22nd of February. So yes, indeed. The next day, guys, Donald Trump is holding up his notepad. Where the 5th sentence, the 5th point on his card was saying, I hear you. Secure Comms Act. 5x5 read. You're reading this. And he's holding up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. 5 by 5. And the analysts are saying, whoa, you know, he hears us, right? And Q is saying, you're learning our comms. So what are the odds, guys? That when the shutdown happened, we had this meme, right? Not meme, this picture from Dutch Patriots. We got the Q baby. Now we don't have 807. Now we got 803. The original that Trump responded to. I hear you. Right? Where the 3284 is bringing you to thank Q Daddy. And the 1339 is bringing you to we establish a series of proofs for this specific reason. Undeniable, unpredictable, coincidence after coincidence. Growth through the confirmation. Real sources communicating with the people. Secure Comms Act, right? I hear you. Unrestricted and together. Right? The Julian Assange chessboard. The deadly move. Queen to Fox 3. Let the light begin, right? Let the light begin that we got from General Flynn. Let me see. This is the 30th. This was when I made this on the same day. Let me see. 3 days, huh? October 3. This was, so 3 days later, guys. Donald Trump drops this go order, right? Light will overcome, expose, reveal, and defeat darkness. Coincidence or message, right? Queen to Fox 3. Fox 3. Q. Interesting, right? I think to have this, how many strikes do you need, guys? And again, we got the 230, right? Future Post will be relayed here, right? 4chan was infiltrated. Now they got this new board where they're gonna drop these proofs, right? And yeah, man, I called Derf, man. I was like, dude, this is ridiculous, right? But they have been dropping again, guys. So let's have a little look. Let me first try to open up my tabs, guys. Derf, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, guys. So, yeah, we have been talking about these crumbs over the phone. Going over them one more time, guys, it's unbelievable, guys.
I mean, when you consider the succession.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm definitely gonna try my hand at making an edit from some of yesterday's show, because I mean, even that gap code that we saw within the 43 days, right?
Yeah.
Having that the 17 minutes and 17 seconds in there. It's obviously gonna be worth it. I have taken, sorry. Yeah, sorry guys. I've taken a quick look at some of the things that Trump is dropping this morning, and I'm actually trying to make a little graphic of something else that happened this morning too. At the moment, we do see that Trump has made a couple of reposts on Twitter, and since the show started, there was there were two posts on Truth Social, one at 10:45 and the other one at 10:35, so about 10 minutes in between them. Not quite 10 minutes, just under, but still.
Okay.
And yeah, I can't say that I had a time to look at those timestamps. What I did take a quick look at was that Trump made a couple of posts at 9:23 and 9:33. And again, just under 10 minutes apart here. One of them, well, the first one, the one at 9:23, is now a deleted truth because there was an extra space.
Okay.
And that extra space came after the 117th character.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of funny, so that might be a little hint. And oh, by the way, while you're doing this, let me also give a couple shout outs again. Thank you, Mattman. Those castles are slowly but surely coming in. As mentioned earlier, we had Rick Q and Real White House Grandpa, who were gifted memberships. There was also Chris 220MX, who got a red castle, as well as Stephen M. Petticord.
Okay.
And we'll say it again a little later, but just want to mention that unfortunately for Stephen, he's got a little issue with his left leg, and he's going back on the operating table on Monday.
Yikes.
Yeah. So hopefully it's nothing too nothing too bad, and that they'll be able to, get you in and out and recovering right away, Stephen. So I'll mention it again later, but we will keep you in our prayers, Stephen. Hoping everything goes well on Monday for you. And thank you. Thank you for the heads up, and we'll be thinking of you. We should be going live again Sunday, so we'll definitely mention it then.
But guys, again, the beginning of the shutdown, this banner, I hear you, with drop 803 in it, with Q Baby, and then the end of the shutdown with the same banner, thank Q Daddy, and then the original post that Trump responded to, right? 803, Secure Comms Act, right? Julian Assange, Queen to Fox 3. If you've been seeing the shows, guys, your mind must be like, sparks should be flying, right? And then you have, again, that beautiful drop, guys, 1339. Establishing a series of proofs for this specific reason. Undeniable, unpredictable coincidence, so-called after coincidence. Right? Remember, right, how Danskevino these tabs, guys, unbelievable. Remember how Danskevino, right, dropped us at the end of all. And I had this one ready, guys, and somehow it just glitched out on me again. And the end of all of them, guys, you know, hit another 2442. After this, 2442. And after this, 2442. With the same drop, guys. Let's go, Air Dot Show, Orange County, New York. Right? The last time Danskevino did this, right? History is being made. You are the saviors of mankind. Nothing will stop what is coming. And yesterday in our show, we had that drop, I guess from Danskevino, saying what is keeping everything together, right? There's your 3420, the PM timestamp, 3420. Only analysts can fully appreciate the continued validations and confirmations through covert series of mathematically impossible coincidences in order to maintain structural integrity. This is keeping everything together, right? You guys are the calm before and during the storm. Interesting, guys. Again, 2442. 2242. Again, wait until you learn who has been talking to you here, right? The timestamp where Danskevino reposted the Air Dot Show. And the 2442 hours and minutes in between first posting it and then reposting it. Where the minutes and seconds of 1844 is showing us what Donald Trump is showing us later on. What the shutdown is used for. The difficult truths that are coming out and the reason why. Only then will people understand the true nature of their deception. The information warfare by the anons that are being censored all over the place. But you guys are pivotal, right? You guys are the core. You got the military doing this thing. You got Trump doing this thing. And then you have these high frequency souls that are digging up the information, jiving with it, and they just blasting it all over, right? With memes, so much so that they had to work together with the FBI to get your accounts off Twitter. They need to stop it because everybody was seeing how they were facilitating this corrupt person getting into office for the world to see, right? Panic in DC. Maximum transparency. But wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. 2442. What was the next drop? Danskevino dropped. Exactly at the same time that we dropped the day before. At 2245. 2543. While we cannot telegraph everything for reasons all can understand, we do try in our own way to inform loyal anons and patrons. What are the odds? What are the odds? Right? Do you believe in coincidence? How many before mathematically impossible? How many before mathematically impossible? Wait until you learn who has been talking to you here. Right? We try in our own way to inform loyal anons and patrons. There's your 2442. And there's your 2442, right? And again, mathematically impossible, the last time only anons can fully appreciate the continued validations and confirmations through covert series of mathematically impossible coincidences in order to maintain structural integrity. You guys are paramount for this movement. Never forget that, right? You are years ahead of the news cycle. And this is showing that we're not in this for the ego, right? To be right, because everybody will hate you. And once they understand, it's going to be common knowledge, right? It's, we're not going to get any praise for what we're doing. But this is a true, how do you say it? Honorable thing that you guys are doing, right? Not for the ego, but just for the love of truth. The love of coming together and witness this epic moment in time, guys. And that's why I'm live right now, even though I really had to battle Miss Grasshopper in a loving way, right? But again, Dan Scavino, these crowns were so heavy, I had to go live, brother. We love you. Give it up for Dan Scavino. And let me know if you understand this. If you don't understand it, I can try to explain it again. Drop a 5x5 if you understand what Dan Scavino just did here. How this opening the government links back to the crimes that we had while the government was being shut down. 5x5 you understand. 17 if you want me to explain it. Janine, we love you. White House Grandpa. Isn't this wild, right? This is really wild, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Let's get into the crumbs, guys.
To have that drop of all drops, which if you guys were with us too, I don't remember exactly when. I'm going to say at some point in the summer. And I know there was one or two decodes that even I think I even did one with that image that it was just, how can you deny that where they're pointing with these comms?
Mm-hmm.
How many coincidences do we need before it becomes mathematically impossible that, like you got to consider somebody somewhere is watching the show. For things to come back the way they are, it's, one or two you want to say it's random. Yeah, that's fine. But like that drop says, covert, mathematically impossible occurrences. It's
Look at this guy.
I can barely speak, right?
We love you, man. Okay, so this is that. 9:33, the shutdown.
Yeah.
The embarrassment. Okay, wait. Okay, so yes.
Well, this is 7:48. So that one 9:23. If we look on the third line, just before the 50,000,
I see.
We've got an extra space.
He deleted this, huh?
Trump. Yep.
Okay.
That one is a deleted truth. And again, if you guys want to double check it, where you see under, the profile picture, if you will, then it says ID not available, and then it says Truth Social, and then you've got a series of number. When you click on that, oh no, you don't have to. Well, there you go. Then you'll see the not found.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you that's a genuine deleted truth.
Did he post it again? Oh yes, he did. And he posted it. Okay. So let's see what the time in between is before we dig any deeper. 9:37. Woo! Glimpse. You cannot possibly imagine the size of this. Trust the plan. Trust that there are more good than bad. The world is helping. We're not alone. We're all connected in this fight. Patriots, unite. We are winning big. Watch the speech. God bless. Okay. 739. Okay. Yes. Okay. There it is, right? The release of Intel regarding the Epstein. Wait a minute. What is he saying here? The shutdown, and he's talking about Epstein, no? Epstein was Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats' problem, not the Republicans. Us, Bill Clinton, Reid Hoffman, woo! Larry Summers. Okay. They all know about him. Don't waste your time with Trump. I have a country to run. And again, guys, don't bite it, right? Don't bite it. Trump was the first one, right? Q, right? Drop the sauce on Epstein. This will come out, right? He's doing this because he wants everybody to go absolutely bonkers and scream for the release of the Epstein files. He's doing the opposite what he was doing with the wall, right? Everybody was for the wall. Everybody campaigned for it. Look at Hillary, all of them. Secure borders, right? If you bring them to heel, right? Bring them to heel, right? Super predators. They were even more stark than Trump was. They were even more MAGA back in the day. But until Trump said, okay, we're going to build a wall. Now everybody was like, oh, the wall, that's racist, right? Oh, no, Now everybody made 180. And Trump said during the rally, what if I would have not said what I said? What if I would have just played along and said, wait a minute, I'm against the wall. Now everybody wants to have the wall. And maybe this will be more of a success. Now that I want to do it, they want to go against me. Right? He's kind of doing the same thing here, but now the other way around. Right? With, is their problem. I got a country to run. Right? Okay. And trust me, man. Understand one simple fact that the US is connected to the rest of the world. Knowing that and understanding by default, if certain intel is released, it would cause worldwide mass suffering. We share the idea of open source, but value life and must make decisions based decisions on outcome and containability, right? So there it is.
And can I?
Yes.
Can I just jump in right quick and say, Therese for Liberty, I hope you're paying attention, because this is one of those drops that to me is kind of telling you, how can I put this? I mean, yeah, let me read that back, okay?
Which one? This one? Yes.
Understand one simple fact: the U.S. is connected to the rest of the world. Knowing that, understand by default, if certain intel is released, it would cause a worldwide mass suffering. We share the idea of open source, but value life and must make decisions based decisions.
Yeah, there must be a comma or something, right?
Maybe there was a comma missing, yeah. So they must make decisions and base their decisions on outcomes and containability.
Yes.
Again, and then they say do not read into spelling/structure error, which is kind of funny, by the way, considering that, the post has an extra space, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of Anons out there, we do have that fatigue, especially those of us who have been checking out the Q posts from, in my case, I would say early January 2018. Even technically, I was aware of them even before, but, after that December 2017 executive order, that's when I really started doing my digging. So for some of us, it feels like a long time. And then there's those of you guys that have been aware of stuff since even before the Q drops. I mean, I think it's fair to say, to a certain extent, Grasshopper and I, we've been aware of certain things even before the Q started dropping. We've got you guys in the chat, people like White House Grandpa. I think, Ted Phillips, probably Parco also. You guys probably fall into the same category of having a certain awareness. And I think most of our chat, you guys are here because, some of you guys, we all came into this at different times, and it doesn't matter really when, but all that to say, we do experience that fatigue of like, man, when is something big going to drop? And then insert whatever it is, whether for you it's, when is Hillary going to get arrested?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I might say, when is Podesta going to get arrested? Which is what I typed 1 or 2 shows ago in the chat. When Grasshopper asked, what do you guys want for Christmas? Well, yeah, I'd love to see John Podesta, someone like that, be made an example of. But perception is everything. You gotta remember what happened since Trump came in. He ended 8 wars in 8 months. If that doesn't tell you that something is in the air, as Batman put it, it's. For me, it's obvious that something big is happening. Something is going down. Now, what's it going to take for you to get to that conclusion? I don't know. For you, it's going to be one thing. For the next guy, for Madman, it might be something else. For Janine, who's back in our chat, it might be something else as well. Maybe she's waiting for, something to happen to Obama or Bill Clinton, And then again, you also have to remember when they're saying, only 20% is going to be made public, 80% has to remain private. Well, that's part of the whole thing. That if certain intel is released, it would cause a worldwide mass suffering. They don't want that. We don't want that, right? We want as smooth of a transition as possible. So yeah, I was just saying, just keep in mind that perception is everything.
Amen.
So, yeah.
There is a succession that Trump is doing things, right? He's creating peace around the world to win the normies' trust, because some information will come out, so much so that it will create the outrage. I don't know what it's going to be. And that those sealed indictments are including Podesta. So it's already set in stone. It just has to be unsealed. That's it. Detained, not arrested yet, right? The sealed indictments are already going full steam. It's just like, how are we going to bring it out? We got this, there is this bomb, right? How are we going to diffuse it, right? It's going off regardless. It has to go off. But how can we control it? Let's create peace first. Let's win the people's trust. Because we already trust it. But the media has been against Trump. But now they have to praise him. Because all these, like Trump likes to call it, these crises, right? The crisis in lower caps and in the parentheses, they're all not organically happening. They are created. They are financed. That's why when Biden sent billions of cash to Iran, he was saying, you're going to have a war. He's already putting it out there. You don't have to be a rocket science to understand this. When you understand the intel agencies are looking what you're doing, with Hamas and against Israel. And now this country that understands what she wants to do is giving you, what is it, $600 billion? And just taking the American soldiers away and leaving behind billions of dollars of airplanes, rockets, drones, whatever, ammunition. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Right? So these guys are sick. So what is Trump doing? He's saying, okay, we got the sealed indictments ready to go. We're going to let them steal it so everybody can see how corrupt they are. So they're going to, vote me back in with the objection, with the mission to clean this out. We're going to win Twitter back. We're going to give it to Elon. He's going to buy it. He's going to open it up so that whatever is happening is being broadcasted worldwide. It has to go around the mainstream media. And that was successful. Now, it's creating peace. All these things that were created, financed, all these big lobbies are now on their knees for Trump. Like, what are the biggest lobbies out there? That is weapon industry and pharmaceuticals. Am I wrong? Those two guys. So those two are big, really big. Everybody is sick. They're not treating it. They're treating it. They're not healing people. And war. That is, now you see peace breaking out. What does that tell you? How strong is this lobby now? Not that strong. Because they can't go against Trump. Because he's creating peace. And so there is no money being made by these companies, right? Okay, so that's one. Now you got another big sign on the wall where the pharmaceutical industry has been forced by Trump to admit that they've been sitting on information that was poisoning your children every single day. These moms that thought, I got to protect my child against this or that, X, Y, or Z, brought it there, got their child back, and the next day, the kid was sick. And they saw, this is not my kid anymore. Like, it was fine yesterday, and today, it either died or had like major fevers, and it's ridiculous. But now these companies have come out and have admitted that they knew all along, and they have the numbers. So for these things to come out is showing you, like, man, big things are happening. That is giving you the trust. Yes, Mag, autism, absolutely. And other illnesses, right? Is wrecking your system. Again, vaccines can be good, but you got to take out the poison, right? And again, there's also something like herd. How do you say that? Immunity, right? So again, do whatever you want to do. The most important thing is that the pharmaceutical industry, that big lobby, is now admitting that is a big sign on the wall, guys. So he's winning certain things. He's saying certain things are happening right now, like the peace between Russia and Ukraine. And that is how Trump is jinxing the enemy, right? The first will be the last. He said that one will be finished even before I get into office. That is sending a shockwave through wherever it's going. Oh my God, he's going to win, and this is going to be the first. Shit, he won. Oh my God, right? This is the headquarters of the deep state, guys. The New World Order. This is where it all originated. This will create the outrage, guys. And I think some of that might become public. I really think so. Some of that might become public. For people to understand what we've been living in has been orchestrated. And they gave us, they blamed us for this. CO2, everything, climate, everything. It was them all along. And they were taxing you, blaming you, gaslighting you, poisoning you. The states need to be set, guys, because Trump will come out with information and then come with a solution. Again, you know, the Hegelian dialect, right? Thesis, antithesis, and synthesis, right? We can use that, but for good. Okay, guys. So, Trump now is dropping these extra spaces. The extra space that he's hitting, he's double tapping the 19th space, adding the 20th, concluding to 119 characters when you count those spaces with it, right? So, that means that when you go to drop 118 or even 119, so 118 is the space or the character that he made extra, right? It should have been 118 and then the next word should have started. But then he put an extra character or space there that is character number 119, right? And when you look at this drop, it talks about 9/11, right? What family permitted to leave? Who authorized the departure? Was anyone else permitted to leave? Repeat, guys. Think about this. What does this mean? What family? Right? Okay. What airport did it arrive from? Bin Laden. 9/11. Coincidence? How does Saudi Arabia connect to Bin Laden? Who in Saudi Arabia connected especially to the Bin Laden family? Huh? Okay. Again, you see. So again, when this stuff comes out, how they created 9/11, and, you know, their dialectic, right, with problem, reaction, solution, was to bring in the Patriot Act and spy on you and take your freedom away. When people understand this, that they killed 3,000 Americans and scared the living hell out of you, you know, and poisoning all those people living in New York who were primarily, you know, Democrat. They were breathing in toxins, guys. They're the dust, guys. These buildings were vaporized and everybody was breathing it in. They don't care about you. When this becomes public, that they use this event just for some lithium and, you know, oil and destroy those museums, erase your history, your heritage, who you truly are, and then poison you and even, you know, make you guilty, you know, you know, and you have to prove your innocence. Patriot Act, right? Just go in, boom. It could be anybody. It could be your neighbor. 9/11, right? We knew those people dancing on the trucks, right? We know,
Not, yeah.
right? We know that. It's a combination of things, guys. We know that some people got phone calls not to show up at work, right? We know that Rumsfeld was coming out with a certain that a lot of money was missing. And then the day before it happened, guys, and then boom, 9/11. Let's change the subject. And now Trump is getting to the bottom of it. Where did all that money go? Once people understand this, and this is just one thing, what about Obama becoming president? How deep does the corruption go? Once people understand this, they will need you. This is not a game, guys. This will become public because the outrage needs to happen. And then Trump will put in the military and people will accept it. Like, yes, you solved Israel and Palestine. You solved Cambodia and Vietnam. Wars that lasted for 500 years. You fixed, India and Pakistan. And you eventually fixed Ukraine. Now this, if I can think about one person that might have a shot to solve this, it might be Donald J. Trump. Because when the military hits, it will hit everywhere at once. And the enemy can't go anywhere, guys. They're just sitting ducks in the blind, just sweating pearls, Okay, guys, let's get to the bottom of this. What is Trump doing here? So yes. 9/11, Saudi Arabia. Again, there's a reason why Trump went to Saudi Arabia first. When this was taken out, those two sides of the pyramids, they were, collapsing. The controlled demolition, guys, of the old guard. I love it. Okay, so let me see, guys, what's going on here. Let me see the whole thing first. Paste. The whole thing is 108. So it should have been 107. And let me see. Oh. Paste. Let's see this, guys.
So yeah, that you were correct. Before the 50,000. Yep.
So let me see. Paste. Why is this now showing up here while it was first showing up over here? That's weird. But anyhow, let's see, guys. So there it is. The 50,000. Let me see. Let's remove this. What do we have here? With those extra spaces to the end. Aha. So 524. Okay, loop capital. Without those spaces, minus 90. So that is 430, no? No, 435.
Well, yeah, 435.
Okay, guys. Again, the yellow brick road, wizards and warlocks, the shutdown. Again, these crowns we were getting from Trump 2 days before the designation of terrorist organization, right? Regarding Antifa. 98 words are in between. 98. 89, sorry, guys. Okay. Again, the Clinton Foundation. How many kids disappeared? And again, the truth about Haiti will be revealed, right? Think about that. Think about how this is what Q is saying. The truth about Haiti will be revealed. Think about all the organizations connected to that, right? And Trump is dropping 90 spaces. Okay, guys. Confirmed classified Hillary Clinton. Let's see this again. Boom. What's going on here? So the DOJ releasing space. Let's see what is happening before. 19 words. 20 spaces. Should have been. Again, this is weird. Yes, of course. There it is, guys. So after 117 characters, he's dropping 2 extra spaces. And this is showing you Barack Obama, El Walid. Again, guys, this has 9/11 peppered all over it. Do you see this? Those 2 spaces with 119 and 118 and 117 are all pointing to El Walid, Barack Obama, what book he was caught reading, The Post-American World by Fareed Zagari. Why would the President of the United States of America be reading this book? The Post-American World. So, a world without America. The last remaining refuge of shining light. The reason why it was created. The First and Second Amendment. Holy, guys. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion. And these bastards came back. Dropped, killed a few people, gave them a ticket on, the Titanic, and installed the Federal Reserve. And a few years later, guys, they infiltrated everything. Used America as their hunting dog, right? To start creating all these wars, so the world will hate it. While it was created as something that was giving sovereignty back to the people, the freedom back to the people. Now they turn everything upside down, guys. They make good look bad, right? Like the drops was saying, right? Or the scripture of Mike Pompeo. Remember that one? The Sunday scripture of Mike Pompeo.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike. Yeah. I saved it. Wasn't pulling it up. Okay, well, let me see. Look at Mike, right? Wasn't it pulling Mike up?
Oh, hold on. Check your digging options just for fun. Digging options, scroll down.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
There we
Okay.
go.
Okay, so let's go back to Sunday and let's do dark. Paste. Okay, there it is. This was at 10-10-10, remember? Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. There it is, guys. Mike Pompeo. Enough is enough. Revelations, right? And this is what they do, right? Something beautiful that was created to detach from the evil of these bloodline families. To give back your birthright. To make that country be, act like the devil, right? Raining down blood over the street. Creating honeypots, making people do evil things. And even those intelligence agencies, right? Having to go this far, right? To embed themselves with the evil. The shutdown embarrassment. Okay, let's see. Because Donald Trump is hitting here his 399. Got 55 minutes to go, guys. We were inspired by Anos here to make our efforts more public. Find the exchange 2 days ago. Feel proud. Again, guys. We were just showing you things. Again, there it is, right? Again, this drop is saying, understand one simple fact, that the US is connected to the rest of the world. If certain, not all of it, but certain intel is released, that would cause worldwide suffering. But look at this. The flood is coming. Emails, videos, audio, pictures, etc. The FBI accidentally release it, deletes it. No such agency. Release it all. Right? Moves and counter moves. Planned for 3 years. This week will be revealing. Snow White 1, 2, and 5 offline. The 7th floor is no more. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean big things aren't happening. Beautiful, guys. Night Riders fly. Okay, guys. Just take that to the bank, guys. The extra space, and now he's dropping this one. The timing between is wild. Let's check his initial timestamp. He dropped this at 9:23. Okay. Okay. Talking about the children. 23:31. Fusion GPS. 13:32. Oh, and there it is again. My fellow patriots, what you are about to learn should not scare you, but intensify your resolve to take back control. And you did this, right? You voted Trump back. So this already happened. Because this is what Q was saying back in 2018, right? You have to take back control by voting Trump in. But he was already voted in. But this election was not about the showing. It was about telling, informing, right? So it needed to happen again. That's why it's saying this is not another 4-year election, right? But here, Q is saying, what you are about to learn should not scare you, but intensify your resolve to take back control. I thought that Trump was president here. We have control, right? Our man is in the Oval. But Q is saying, even though you are learning, you must intensify your resolve to take back control. That means somebody else will run in 2020, and then you got to vote Trump back in. And what will happen then? The information that will become public when you have taken back control in 2024, right? The information that will become public will further demonstrate the criminal, corrupt, pure evil abuse of power the Hussein administration undertook in joint efforts with domestic and foreign dignitaries. What did we see? Al-Walid bin Talal, right? Saudi Arabia, 9/11. Families could leave while nobody could, right? And they were infringing upon your rights. This information is coming out. And when this is coming out, when people learn the truth about 9/11 and all these things, about Hussein and who brought him here, and how people were screaming, yes, we can, yes, we can. Finally, we have a black leader. And the media was just, gaslighting people. There will be outrage, guys. How was this possible? How could this happen? How deep does the corruption go? And once they learn, they understand why the military is the only way, right? The snowball has begun rolling. There is no stopping it now. The genie is out of the bag, right? D5. Stay the course and trust the plan. Protective measures are in place. Remain brave. We knew this day would come. United we stand worldwide, because this will be taken out at once worldwide. Where we go, one we go. We fight. Conspiracy no more. This is kind of painting a picture, guys. 3329. Okay. Adam Schiff. Okay. And 3290. Okay, there's that flag forgotten country. 3039. Okay, again, Adam Schiff. The change that we can believe in. Okay. We can't wait. Winning the future. We don't quit. Betting on America. Greater together. Forward. Okay, so now Trump is dropping this at 9:33. The corrected version. And again, the gap codes were showing us. Glimpse. You cannot possibly imagine the size of this. Again, the information that will become public, right, will demonstrate the corrupt and pure evil abuse of power of the Hussein administration. Think about Biden administration. Same thing, right? Now Trump is dropping at 9:33. Okay, pawns used. 3308. Oh, wait. On the move. Aha! Disregard any spelling errors. On the move. But he did drop a nice little gap code here, right? And again, he found it necessary to take the space away. That means that those spaces mean something, right? Maybe in this one it might be a mistake. Let's see if it is. But he needed to correct this. Delete it and put this one out. Oh, right? We need to correct this. Again, he was dropping a beautiful gap code. And the timestamps, they speak volumes. Only the 19 and 20, well, the 19, the 119 and the 911, they synced up beautifully. And let's look at this timestamp, guys. 803, guys. Or 308. 803, huh? Ha ha ha. 803, guys. Secure Comms Act. Spaces, right? The spaces. So let's see, guys. This was 58 spaces, right? Am I correct? What was it again? Paste. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yes, 58 spaces. So, let's see what word number 58 is. Right? Let's see which one it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
304. Oh, God. 304. Okay, these people are sick. 3040, guys. Yeah. Donald J. Trump in the house. Now that the trials for treason. Oh, no. Now that the Russian collusion is a proven lie, when do the trials for treason begin? Okay, guys. Donald Trump hitting that beauty, guys. After hitting a space and then hitting 803. Or 3390. Okay, so much Flynn news. 339. Okay, guys. So 339, guys, check it out. George Soros, and let's see, guys, which is word number 58. Let's see. Paste. Word number 58 is, it's got to be somewhere here, guys. Boom. Oh, too much. Paste. It's got to be weak Republicans. Okay, something like this, I guess. Ooh, too much again. Paste. Republicans have fallen into their clutches. So again, so there it is. Boom. 58. Fallen, guys. Fallen. Okay, so the 58 and okay, wait. Paste. So fallen into is 58 spaces. So fallen into is surrounding the 58 spaces. Which is the 58th character? No, it's got to be somewhere here. No. Withering power. Oh, not still. Power. So the power has fallen, guys. Paste. Power, guys. Yes, there it is. So the E in power is character 58 and has fallen. Is surrounding, right? So the power has fallen. So they have no power anymore. The shutdown made sure, again, like the cross was showing us, guys. This is all about removing the end of rule of who, right? Their power is gone now. There's no more Israel war. All these wars are gone. The only war left is Ukraine, and they control that. That is Putin fighting the New World Order, literally in Ukraine. Now they have no power anymore. You know, it has been shown that the most powerful lobbies are now dead. Can't fight against Trump anymore. If he says left, they go left. When Trump says jump, they jump. When he says bring your prices down, the prices are coming down. Right? It's gone, guys. It's done. Gone so. The shutdown, the embarrassment, the power has fallen. Guys, check it out. So now we got 460 characters, huh? 640 characters. 107 spaces. Now, yeah, look at this, guys. The complete thing. 107. Okay, may God grant us all the wisdom to ask what concrete steps we can take to reduce the violence and weaponry in our midst. No, we just send the goal orders. Boom. We can only look at the shutdown embarrassment, because these are the things that Trump is highlighting here. This is word number 93, 39, and 38. Okay. Talking about Barack Obama, North Korea. Again, Russia and China, the calm before the storm. To prevent other state actors attempting to harm us during this transition. The shutdown embarrassment. And again, while the shutdown was happening, he was creating peace around the world. Right? Showing everybody, this is what they're doing. Well, I'm winning for America in the world and creating peace. I don't know if this is a right assumption, but maybe when there was no government shutdown, maybe that would have made the peace deal with Israel even more difficult, right? Who knows? 1 second, guys. Derf, can you take over for a minute, guys? I'll be back in a second.
Absolutely. And this will give me a chance to say a few hellos that I didn't get to earlier on, I don't think. Maybe I did, I don't know. But want to say hello to Sun Classes on YouTube. No, what am I saying? YouTube, on Rumble. And Sun Classes, I wanted to shout you out a couple of shows ago, because I don't know how you looked this up, but our friend here was saying that, you know what? If you can remind us, because I'm pretty sure it was you, Sun Classes, can you let us know? There was something about an army of frogs that you had looked up, right? There was something, or a group of frogs.
Okay,
I think that's it. Sun Classes was saying that a group of frogs is known as an army.
Okay.
Yeah, he mentioned that a couple of shows ago. I wanted to give, again, Sun Classes, and I say classes because it's with a Q. And I wanted to give you a shout out for, again, I don't know how you landed on this, or how you just ran across that, but that was really cool. And quick shout outs: Real White House Grandpa, Durango, Nibiru, Highlander, Stephen Petticord, Jan Johns 75. I'm trying to see who else I might have missed. I might not have said hello to Jamie WV earlier, so hello to you, my darling. Gnarly G is with us, Framing Carpenter, and Raven, aka Wendy, is also with us, even though we don't see the aka Wendy anymore. For some reason, that's stuck in my head. And then, we got Stephen Petticourt, Meg. Christopher Reed is also with us on YouTube. So nice to see you guys, and thank you for joining us on such a short notice. And I know, Grass, I know you got to go kind of soon, so...
Yes, I just noticed I got 10 more minutes, but I'm texting Miss Grasshopper later on. But, Derf, maybe you can look at the characters and go T to E, N to S. To see what characters we got. Walk your way through this, because I want to look at the next ones, guys, because this is the one. It's almost like it's posting kind of a similar drop here. Again, the shutdown. This is at our show, guys, so this is really wild. There is, boom, 30-40, guys. So everything Trump is dropping now is in the spirit of the trials for treason. Right? The trials for treason. Look at this, guys. Okay. So now he's dropping this one with no space, but the island is there, guys. The island, which word is this? The island paste. Why would he put island? So stay tuned. 720 characters in total. 720. $605. Okay, guys.
Hey, sorry, Grass.
Yes.
Sorry, Grass. I got to ask you right quick. Now, what you're asking me for, is that with the extra space or without?
Without. We can also, we can always add an extra character to it, right?
Okay. Cool.
Just do without. And then, I can, with certain ones, I can always add an extra character to see what it would have been before.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Maybe do with, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. So, this is 605. And shout out to Derfman, guys. 605. Boom. Okay, guys, the Russian bots, Internet Bill of Rights. And there it is, guys. Do people believe all recent resignation, plane crashes, plane reroutes, blackouts are simply a coincidence? Okay, guys. So stay tuned. Five, 4, and 3. Six oh 5, 604, 603. These are the exclamation marks that Trump is dropping here. Okay, so the officially retained counsel, the executive order, and the memo release, guys. But there is your 720. So there's your 720. 720, 719, and 718. Okay. These are the exclamation marks, guys. Cage is full. 187. Find the passengers list. No jurisdiction. Okay. So stay tuned with 3 exclamation marks. And this is where it's bringing you. Okay, so let's see what this, not to stay tuned, but the island is the only one that are in the parentheses. This is word number 114. U.S. military is the savior of mankind. We will never forget. Fantasyland. God bless us all. Okay. 706 characters. 706. Gitmo, guys. So 706. That is 97. 597. Huh? 597. No. 587. Right, Derf? 587. Yes. Notice a similarity. $705. The island. Okay, guys. We're getting to Gitmo, guys. Gate E. 507 and 504. 704. Gate E, guys. The island. Whoa. Okay. So now we have, what did we have? This was yes, this was 570, 87. It's 587. 587. 586 and 585. Okay. As the world turns, be careful what you wish for. Those good who know cannot sleep, cannot find peace, and will not rest until those responsible are held accountable. Nobody can possibly imagine the pure evil and corruption out there. Those you trust are the most guilty of sin. If you are religious, pray. 60% must remain private, at least for humanity. These people should be hanging. Whoa, guys. Admiral Rogers, he played the game to remain in control, guys. The island. Boom. $6.99. Okay, guys. Next week, Huma, right? We warned you, stupid. Can you sleep? We can. Okay, guys. Again, think about context. Those good who know cannot rest until those responsible are held accountable. And this is Q saying we can sleep. Can you sleep? We can. This means those sealed indictments are almost making them sleep at night. Because now they are held accountable due to the sealed indictments, right? Now they can sleep. Okay, guys. So 587. Ooh. 587. Okay, pray. Again, the shutdown is word number 138. Ooh. 138. Those Rothschild owned and controlled central banks, the shutdown, and it starts with -20 is 118 again that we had before in the spaces. 9/11, those families, Saudi Arabia. Oh man. And 131.
So.
Yes, I got you. 131.
That was kind of interesting.
131, national security, and minus 20 is 111. Ooh. Again, guys. Huma. Funded pre-political days, right? Was the former president of the United States groomed to be the commander-in-chief? Is this possible? Is the U.S. political and election system corrupt? Who owns the machines? Soros, guys. Never thought you would lose. Complete picture. Boom. POTUS is our savior. Operators are active. Good night, Barack. We are at war. Snow White, Godfather 3. Okay, Derf, you got the numbers.
Well, yeah, and I thought that was kind of interesting, the 138th, because on the other one, the shutdown is the 38th word.
Okay, yes.
There's a little correlation there, if you will. Okay, so as far as, let's work backwards, right? So, and I did it with the extra space. So embarrassment, we had shutdown embarrassment, right?
Yeah.
So embarrassment was the 39th word with 39 spaces ahead of it. The letter T was the 246th character.
Yes.
And the letter E is the 234th character.
What? 234th?
Yep. And then on shutdown, being the 38th word, the N was the 232nd character.
237.
Second, 232, sorry.
Yeah.
And 225 for the S.
Okay, and without the spaces?
Well, that would be 240.
Everything.
245.
Okay, 245.
Yeah, 245, 233 for the E, and then 231 for the N, and 224 for the S.
224. Okay, guys. Let's get a complete picture of the shutdown. Massive underground data center. Oops. Okay, guys. There's a big chat, guys. We love you. Let's see, guys. What do we have? Hussein, the loser, shopping around. Morons, all of them. It's fun to watch them on the satellites, guys. Shout out to Elon. Snow White. Okay, guys. Select people are removed. We are winning. Okay. Secure. Red bread. Military stringers. Who knows where the bodies are buried? Donald J. Trump. The 43. The shutdown again, guys. Boom. Derf, check out which is 225 in your thing. This is bringing you to the shutdown of 43 days, guys. When this breaks, many won't swallow. So this is the information that will come out, that will create the outrage. The MSN, not to be trusted, but you are the voice. We're here to help guide. Future-proofs past. You are the calm before and during the storm. Eric Prince, boom. Barack Obama, big picture is rare. Okay, the calm before the storm. Okay, guys. So, Derfman, you are saying that 225 was the S from shutdown, no?
Yes.
Mother God. That was this one, huh? This shutdown. So the shutdown here.
Well, technically the next one with the extra space, right?
Okay, yeah.
The one at 923.
Okay, so the shutdown embarrassment. This shutdown, boom, guys. Look at this beauty. Do you believe in coincidences? Donald J. Trump, you know, his team is listening in and think, hey, they're getting it. Shut down 43 days, just like our crumbs over here, right? with the shutdown. And wait, no. There it is. The shutdown that actually happened, right? With 43 seconds. The Delta to next. Now they think, hey, these guys are on it with the shutdown. Trump give us a clue. 43. We need 43 days. Little did we know. Whoo! It is 43 seconds, guys. 12:30, 43. 1 hour and 7 minutes later. Right, Derf? See that? Right? Boom. 12:30, 43. And 43 seconds, guys. 1 hour and 7 minutes after we show you this. Interesting. Little did I know, guys. 43 days later, guys, the government is opened up again as Trump is using shutdown. The S in shutdown brings it to 225. Unbelievable. 225. Boom. 43 confirmed connections. Drop 43 is bringing you to, right? The federal government. 43. Oops. Sorry. Come on. Oh, geez, Louise. What the hell is going on? There it is. These crimes are not meant to scare anyone, but merely inform. The resistance will be dealt with swiftly. The core focus is on removing entrenched and fortified bad actors from within our federal government, past and present. Any military scene is for your protection as well to demonstrate our resolve. Watch for confirmations tomorrow. Donald Trump, you blow our minds, guys. This is why you're with us in the show, right? Where's the other chat? Look at this. Okay. Now Trump is dropping again regarding the shutdown. Yes, we got this one. Okay, guys. Thumbs up. And there's your 666 again, right? The shutdown. Yesterday announced. Okay. Let me see. Let me contact Miss Grasshopper.
While you do that, let me just say another few hellos. Yeah. Parko is asking confirmations tomorrow, but no Grasshopper.
I think Grass will be back on Sunday, guys.
Yeah. And by the way, yeah, Deflustrated was asking if we won't have time to go over what Trump did yesterday. And unfortunately, we won't. But we should be able to get through it on Sunday.
Amen.
So we'll keep that in mind, Deflustrated. Again, I'm not entirely sure what happened. I know with Melania, I know she spoke for a few minutes as well. But you never know. I mean, remember yesterday, Margot Martin posted at 1426 about how Trump was looking at FLOTUS.
Mm-hmm.
And 1426 is WRQ, right?
Oh, shit.
What's up? Wait.
I think, oh no. Wait, take the mic.
Okay. By the way, hello to Elephants Are Us. Let me see. Patty's Pages also joined us. God Already Won. Hold on. Well, let me wish a very happy birthday first to God Already Won's son, whose birthday is today. And happy birthday as well to Deflustrated's grandson, who is turning 12 years old today. So happy birthday to both, again, Deflustrated's grandson and to God Already Won's sons. And, this is just another reminder for me that, and the age range in our chat is it's much larger than it is in my own little mind. Because to me, we're all in the same age group as far as I'm concerned. We're all in our mid to late 40s as far as I'm concerned. Even though I know, some of you guys have been around for a little while. Some of you guys are right around the same age as Grass and I. I just can't remember. Like, to me, you all are in your mid 40s, right? So, Jesus, look at that one.
Winning bigly, guys. Winning bigly. We love you, Trump. Oh my God.
And I'm sorry, which drop is that again?
That is drop 2712 of the minutes and seconds of the White House. The best White House ever, guys. As Trump is reposting this with 14 seconds, guys. Dropping is 3066. Sometimes the truth is right in front of you. Shout out to Miss Grasshopper, guys. 1666. Okay. But again, the 666 is interesting, guys, because it shows you the Rothschilds, right? The Rothschilds. Stock market dive of 666 points. Bringing it to Soros. Hilton, Ross, Soros, Clinton. Think mirror. These people are evil. 2020 is coming. The public is vital. The release of the info is vital. The outrage and justice. Can we simply arrest the opposition without first exposing the truth? Follow the light. We will light a candle that will guide us through the darkness, through that sane and safe future. There's that 1039. Here we go. Ooh, this is what Trump dropped regarding the shutdown, guys. Right? Right over here. Nope. With the shutdown, with a 1 minute and 7 second clip. 1039, here we go. The QAnon Trump conspiracy theory.
So shiny.
Right? There's Donald Trump again. Trump, I gotta go. We love you. But let's continue just a little bit. Miss Grasshopper gave me just a little bit more time, guys. 39. What is it? 3901. Okay, guys. The traitor and the patriot. I like number 2. A person who regards himself or herself
so shiny
as the defender, especially of individual rights against the presumed interference by the federal government. Presumed, guys. Just saying. Okay. Let's continue. There's the 111, which is awesome. That is showing you Obama, right? Groomed to be the commander-in-chief, and what was necessary to install him.
So right? Shiny.
Okay, guys, which step is doing this? That's all of them. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's see. Oh. One 729. Okay. Okay. Which one is the last one that... Oh, jeez, Louise. This is what he dropped. Okay, let's work our way down, guys. 12:45. Trump, I gotta run. 12:45. Okay, Armenia. The world is connected. Trust the plan. The Great Awakening. Okay, 45:31. Okay, the next few weeks will demonstrate our resolve, guys. Okay. That would be awesome, Trump. What would you like for Christmas, guys? Okay. 3542. Okay. Let me see 3040 and 4040. What is 4040? Okay, knowledge is power. Mm-hmm. And he's reposting himself. Sorry, what? Dude! What? Why would he repost himself just 2 minutes from one another, guys? Why would he do that? Madman, we love you. Take her to a great lunch tomorrow. We love Miss... Oh, Madman, thank you. I will spoil her tomorrow. I will go to the farmer's market with her. Guys, Madman, we love you. Jamie WV, we love you. Timex Lady, The Hein, Semper Discord, Barco, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on this epic road to the Great Awakening, right? Beautiful, guys. 3, 2, 1. Donald J. Trump. Unbelievable. Thank you. 404, huh? Oh, guys.
So shiny.
Oh, dude, no, Trump. Not again. Second to... Oh, baby. Oh, now he's hitting 132. Jeez, guys. 1, 2, 3, guys. 132. Will the next one be 3, 2, 1, right? That would be something. Wow. What is he doing, guys? What is he doing? 12:47. Happening now. Happy hunting. Well, absolutely. Crimes against humanity. Absolutely. Executive Order 1221. 3474. What's up, Derf? Talk to me.
There's one more.
What?
12
so shiny.
55.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
Dude. Oh, God. What is he doing? 4742? 4742. 4742. Okay, guys. Those you were thought to trust the most.
So shiny.
Oh, no, dude. Come on, Trump. There it is. 12:47:55, guys. Second. What is the Delta to next? 12 seconds, guys. Woohoo! Okay, guys. And there's your 2100, right? 2100. Do it, Q. Okay. 405. Okay, guys. Find the exchange. No coincidences. We love you, Trump. Okay, if 406. Jeez, Louise. 604. Okay, the executive order. And let's see, guys. 12:47. I think we saw that one, right? But 47:55. Okay, guys. Election interference. Nothing can stop what is coming. Okay. 187. Boom. Okay, so let's work our way down. Okay. So we got 132.
Yeah, not quite the 321.
Yeah, well, there's the confirmed. correct. And there's our 212. Ha!
Do you believe?
There it is, guys. All President past tweets are making that reference, guys. Do you believe in coincidences? And there it is, guys. 1, 2, 3. Nothing is random. Everything has meaning. But we can also look at 2, 3, 1. Okay, we are with you. We got 1, 2, 3. You know that drop, right? Nothing is random. Everything has meaning. 3, 2, 1 is bringing you to POTUS dropping timestamps regarding 137. When you know, guys. And let's work our way down. So we were looking at this one. Okay. 1045, the con job, the inflation. Blast the past. We looked at this one, right? Did we? 3428. Okay. It was always about the election. 1243. Okay, guys. Again, Armenia is being mentioned, right? People are on the street honking their horns. Things happened so quickly. And there's your 3040 mirrored, guys. Right? This is wow. So this is an important timestamp. Do you believe the world is awakening? Look at this beautiful truth number. Where he drops his 1, 2, 3, guys. 3, 2, 1. Timestamps are important, right? So 2432 and 2342. Amen, patrons. We are grateful. Anon's ready, guys. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Trials for treason. Both ways, guys. May God bless us all today. Amen, patrons. We are grateful. Trump, we love you. 328, dude. That's a good drop, no? 328. Owls, guys. Woo! Donald J. Trump. The goal.
So shiny.
Wow, Trump. What is up? Jeez. Light will overcome, expose, reveal, and defeat darkness, guys. As we're showing you, the Russian collusion prove a lie. When do the trials for treason begin? Boom, the pluses. 1243. Have I looked at this? Yes, Armenia. 3421.
So shiny.
God damn, guys. What is he doing? Come on, Trump. I can possibly work my way through this. Is there something new that he dropped? Oh, yeah. 408.
Yeah.
Oh. Look at this 408, guys.
It's almost like he's giving a bit of a countdown, if you will. There was a 14-second gap earlier. Whoa.
You know, the executive order, guys.
No. Okay, no.
Yeah, 804. Yes, what's up? Comps are good. So, operational, guys. What's up? 1252.
So basically, yeah, he gave a 12-second gap.
Time to learn the truth, guys.
And then the last two, there's an 11-second gap.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like there's a bit of a countdown happening. And maybe the 14-second gap was a little earlier, so sorry about that. But yeah, he's...
Okay, again, this drop regarding eyeballing Obama on the satellite. Fight, guys. 2018 will be glorious. Again, the proof that dropped from Dan Scavino regarding this being 2024 with 24 exclamation marks and 2018 being mentioned on the 6th sentence, right? 6-year delta, 2024 and 24 exclamation marks. Trump, we love you. Again, Delta to next. 11 seconds. Did he drop this one? Or we already looked at this one? No, we didn't. 407. Did you find the exchange ago? Executive order. Boom. 704. Yo, guys. Give more time. $12.52. We already looked at this. We only can look at 234 and 423 and 423. What is it? 5. No. 4325. Yes. 432, guys. There it is. Boom. The future of our republic is at stake. Survival of a nation. We rise or we die. Public account. Donald Trump. There it is, guys. Fox 3 again. Donald Trump. Queen to Fox 3 as the world turns. Snow White. We are winning. More to follow. Okay, guys. Let's move down. Ooh, guys. We're going to make this. We're going to make it. There it is. We're going to make it. 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 Okay, there it is. What is this? Gap code. Gap code. What is it? 157. 157. Wait, let's do this. 157. Come on. 157. 5. And, comma. 575. Comma. 750. Comma. 751. Okay. Comma. Let's keep going. 402. Comma. 2040. Comma. 707. Comma. 1045. Comma. 4538. Comma. How far can we push this, guys? 835. 835. Comma. 538. Comma. 354. Comma. 3540. Comma. 540. Comma. 104. Comma. 401. I think that's about it, guys. Boom. What do we have, guys? Okay, special delivery. Ask yourself a simple Q. Why? Big, big, big. What are we leading up to? Abandoned ship. Hussein's staff is stalking. How soon? We don't inform our enemies on the specifics. Instead, we instill fear in them to make unplanned and disastrous counter moves. We are everywhere, guys. Do you trust the chain of command? You've been chosen for a reason, being provided the highest level of intel to ever be dropped publicly in the history of the world. And use it to protect and comfort those around you. Again, guys. Big Pharma came with a warning letter. Like we said, guys. Response forthcoming. They're on their knees now. Gate E to Gitmo. Okay, guys. There it is. Are you following the news today? What a big news day. These people are really stupid. And there's the justice, guys. This will be the end of the D Party and the path forward with public outrage to jail many so-called untouchables. See what I'm saying? This is going to come, guys. When the information comes out, this is when they need you. And this is about to happen, guys. You the people have the power. Down she goes. 187, trip test. Shall we play a game that never thought investigations or public interest into their criminal acts would be exposed or investigated? You know? And there it is. They never thought they would lose control over the three-letter agencies and the military. Right? The fix has always been in. No matter which party won the election, JFK got killed and Reagan got shot. Always the promise made to those who play the game, they would never lose power. Okay, guys, what is the key and used for? Who unlocks the door of all doors? Donald Trump, who has all the information. Okay, guys. Now it's time to pray. We're operational. God bless the United States of America. Again, guys, this is it. Donald Trump, we did a little crash course on these incredible things you've dropped. If you want to drop one more, we're going to let Derfman say goodbye. I really got to run. I'm already 33 minutes past the time that I promised Miss Grasshopper. But again, guys, what an epic succession of crimes. Derfman, say goodbye. And we'll see you back on Sunday.
Well, guys, thank you all for joining.
What a show, right? God almighty.
Yeah, bro. And we barely, not that we barely covered, but there's so much.
Oh, yeah.
So much more that had happened yesterday, which, again, I'll do my best to try to come up with a little compilation for the other stuff that dropped yesterday. If you guys were with us, that 43-day gap code or 42 point, et cetera, with the 17 minutes and 17 seconds, that is really worth bringing up as well, right? So I'll see if I can do a little edit for all you guys. Grass, I do, let me close a bunch of crap here. Not crap, but I've inundated my screen with screenshots, and this is at least I gotta do a little clearing before I do a little posting for you, because something did occur, and okay, where was I? God damn. This is what happens, guys, when you have so many tabs open that you kind of get lost. And I'm sorry for stalling, Grass. I'm hoping this is going to be worth it, though. And it should be, but let me just bring it up this way. And then if I do this, and I'm just going to drop this guy over here. If we got time, great. If we don't, it's all good, because I didn't even really get to finish it. But
I don't see anything.
No, you're not supposed to. Not just yet, anyway. Okay, let me click here, and then let me click this guy, and then let me post this link in the chat for you, because we've had a succession of things that have occurred, right at the start of the shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this happened.
Oh, it's general.
Yeah, kind of funny, isn't it?
Yes. Okay.
Considering the morning and the talk that we had.
Oh, yeah. Look at this, beautiful. We love you, sir.
So, of all people, today we have General Flynn, who happens to post about 8 seconds, is that right? 9 seconds after Grasshopper went live, and we mean that in the literal sense, right? So we went live at 10 on the dot with the 7 seconds. Jesus Christ. I'm just realizing that now. 10 a.m. and 7 seconds. How beautiful. And then 9 seconds later, we have General Flynn, who posted something that he had posted yesterday on X. So he waited, I guess, to post it on Truth this morning, just after Grasshopper went live. And if you look under that image, Grass, Yeah, something. Oh, you'll have to. No, you'll have to actually get out of that and scroll to the next. Scroll down now. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that right quick. Right, we had Dan Scavino posting last night at 9:08 p.m. and 7 seconds. So we've got a little 8:07 action happening with the minutes and seconds. The time in between.
I want to go through the speech of him.
Yeah,
we're gonna do this Sunday, guys.
We definitely are gonna do that.
See you Sunday,
because he was. Yeah, he was there with Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, and I'm not sure how long the speech was, but he did make a little speech. So we are definitely going to be going over that on Sunday, guys. Very quickly, where did I? So the 10:44 in the minutes and seconds, we got 44:01, which is, do you see a pattern? The middle of the timestamp, we get 10:80, which is saying they are trying to start a war. Kind of funny that he's there with the Secretary of War, right? And the 17 minutes, 24 seconds in between the delta to the next, we mirrored that. 42:71 gives us a post by Tito Calloway where he's saying, where we go one, we go all worldwide. We always like seeing those. And in the post number that ends with 533, we've got one of those 41020 posts that I wanted to highlight. So that's from Dan Scavino last night. And seeing that 8:07, I kind of had to make a little something out of it, right?
Absolutely.
So that, and again, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
And I was just going to bring it back to the fact that we are definitely going to go through this. There's probably a little bit more. We've got a nice little M dash after Secretary of War, so there might be something there. And I'm not sure. I think there was, yeah, bro. After between political and appointees, we've got an extra space there as well.
Okay,
so
we see you.
There's definitely more for us to dig into that, and I'll do my best to clean it up and see if there's definitely something with that extra space. I know there was. It was, what did I say? It was like after, it's the 10th word. That after the 10th word is where we get that extra space. So
that brings you to 10:11, right? He's double tapping the 10th space into the 11th. And then it's your revelations, right? Enough is enough. And, you know, the conspiracies that will be blown to pieces, right? It's not, you know, how do you say that? The gaslighting from the media, it is a conspiracy, guys. They were conspiring against you. And it will be so obvious that people will panic, right? Well, not panic, but the outrage. That's good, right? Because now people say, we want to see blood, right? We want to see justice. And Trump is saying, you got it. You got it, right? Okay, Derf, I got to run. And again, Madman, thank you so much for your epic support. I will treat Miss Grasshopper like a queen tomorrow. And tonight, by the way. So there might be a few decodes after 7, my 1 o'clock in the morning. But again, guys, I got to give my love and my attention to my beautiful family that is sitting below. Beautiful baby girl, guys. Wonderful kid. Yes, Derf.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be going tomorrow over the Scavino speech with Pete Hegseth. We're definitely going to go over what on Sunday. Thank you. Sorry, I said tomorrow. But yes, Sunday, guys, make sure you tune in. We're going to go over the little speech that Trump and Melania gave us yesterday as well. So brace yourselves because it's gonna be another fun show on Sunday. Thank you, Deflustrated, for reminding us. Thank you, Christopher Reed, Hummingbird Warrior. That's a bit of a new name. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Catherine Korn is with us. Homie, don't play that. Raven, aka Wendy, Doki M, Goedenavond to you guys over in beautiful Netherlands, including Trucy, Danny Bakkers, and Debbie Hine. Thank you for joining us. Starla 20, Lulu 51, Rick Q, Miss Penny Black, Fembots for Hillary, Real Newshead, Patty's Pages, KK is also with us, Parco also with us. Thank you guys for, doing what you do in the chat. Krista Smith, thank you for joining. And oh, by the way, Framing Carpenter, you asked a question. I've gone over this a couple of times. I'll try to link you what I've put together in regards to your question. I don't even want to talk about it because it's, if you guys know anything about me, my main guys are Miles Davis, Bob Marley, and Jimi Hendrix, as far as my musical trio of, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, we're going to go over that Framing Carpenter. White House Grandpa, thank you for answering Framing Carpenter. And you guys make sure, if you aren't following White House Grandpa on Rumble, I'm posting the link because he will be going live a little later this evening. And it's going to be a fun time at the cabin, going over some conspiracies. I believe he's going to post, or he's going to play something with regards to Seth Rich, an absolute American hero. So thank you again. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you, Dan Scavino, for making the shows as amazing as they are. Thank you to the rest of you guys, from the Less Than 10, from Elon to Cash to General Flynn, to Chucky Grass, Mikey Palms, and you guys running the Rapid Response and White House accounts. We absolutely love and cherish you guys. And most of all, Grass, we love you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for chiming in on such short notice, and for showing us what beautiful crumbs that Dan Scavino was dropping us. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate Miss Hopper as well, which, by the way, we hope her eye is continuing to get better.
Little bit by little bit, yes.
And good to know. And a big shout out to Baby Lux.
Absolutely.
Who had me laughing earlier today. And we're not going to go into it, but big bundle of joy. So again, thank you, Grass. We love you, and we will see you guys on Sunday.
Okay, guys, see you on Sunday.
Love
Big
yous.
shout out. Oh, sorry.
Oh, just said love yous.
Okay, love you, Derfman. Give it up for Derfman, guys, being with us every single time with his beauty, right? Beautiful, beautiful guy. He knows without being told, guys. This man is on the mark every single time, and thank you all so much for joining us. Please bring a friend on Sunday. We're going to have a blast of a show. We're going to show you the harvest of this epic week, and again, to show you these epic things that Dan Scavino is dropping. Dan Scavino is dropping. Donald J. Trump is dropping, guys. Again, Q Team, our shows are only as good as the grumps that you guys are putting out there. And boy, are you guys supporting us. Bring a friend on Sunday. Be there around 10 a.m. We're going to have a blast. We might start the show a little bit early, guys. And again, God bless you all. See you guys on the next one. Don't be late. We love you.
We're going to hold the line.
Okay, guys, let's pull in the chat because you know that I love you. Boom time. Okay, guys. Hummingbird. Homie, don't play that. Little Red Penny, we love you. 2KM, God bless you. Deflustrated. The Hein. Let me drop the dig music.
Lawlessness.
Sunglasses.
Bitterness and fury.
Highlander, Little 51, The Hein, KK. White House Grandpa, we love you. Miss Betty Black.
Down my back.
Woo, baby, Stevie Bananas.
We're going to hold
Durang Namburu, Rick Q, Little 51, Madman. God bless your beautiful soul, brother. We're gonna have some fun, and we will cheers on you, my friend. We gonna hold the line. Boom time. Adventurous. Bunny's trumpet. Trucy, we love you. Brand 1520. Highlander. Jamie WP. Miss Penny Black, we love you. Temper Jim. And Derfman, MTL. Durango, dropping 5 subscriptions, we love you. Welcome to the Rackcastle Club, guys. And big shout out to Durang Namburu and Madman, brother, we love you. Cake, Danny Backers. Marco, you broke the internet, brother. And shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, on Rumble, and on X. You guys are amazing. See you on Sunday, 10 a.m. Fancy Pages, we love you. Terrence MC. Fancy Pages. Sister, we love you to the moon and back. Oh, Timex Lady. We have reached the cruising altitude of 40,000 foot long ago. As we prepare to land, make sure your seats and folding trays are in their upright position. And while you're at it, guys, please double check if you're buckled up, because you know it's gonna get bumpy. We knew this day would come, guys. Derf, you got this.
Oh yeah. United Airlines to Guantanamo Bay, aiming and boarding at Gates Scabby.
Gates Scabby, we knew this day would come, so grab your favorite beverage, Liberal Tears. Grab your popcorn. You elected them to do the heavy lifting, so sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Don't stress it, guys. Patrons are in control. This is a God thing. And Trump just dropped, guys. We love you, sir. Woo, baby, here we go. The angels are sounding their horns. The apocalypse is nigh. Foreshadow for millennia and unfolding, as you can see right in front of our eyes. We're so blessed to be alive and to be witness of this epic transition to greatness. Big shout out to Donald J. Trump, Dan Scavino, Elon Musk, General Flynn, Cash Patel, Ben Bondi, Chuck Grassley, Richie Cornell, the Less Than 10 Winston Wallace. We love you guys.
We love you. We will be back in some form.
Too many of us think it is impossible.
Too many think it is
unreal.
But that is
That is a dangerous,
defeatist belief.
It leads to the conclusion
that we are outgripped by forces we cannot control. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for the Storm Mega. Okay, guys, let's wait until the Where We're Going We Go is full in screen, because you guys are actual proof of this. Let me start the dig music, because Donald J. Trump dropped again. Boom, boom, boom. Where's the damn rumble? There it is, guys. There. Yes. Okay. Boom. Let's go, guys. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Madman, we love you again, brother. God bless you. Let me see. We got 1411. We got, okay, let me just do it like this. 1314. Oh no. Let's see. Oh shoot. 1314, comma, 1411, comma, 1141, comma, 4131, comma, 1141, 1413. And 1411 and 131. That's about it. Okay, guys, so Trump just surpassed. He dropped everything in 3040 during our show, guys. That is the trials for treason. When does it begin? He dropped them all from the first till the last during our show, guys. Remember that, right? So let's see what the crumbs are showing us. There is So much truth in this. The owls, guys. The shot heard around the world. On the ready. There it is, guys. Misspellings. Why hasn't it been corrected? POTUS national security briefing. Okay, that little. How's that possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Is that correct or what? Let's go back. Let's do it again. There's got to be more.
Well.
Okay. I believe it. That's impossible, guys.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think we've the middle is missing. 3141.
Oh, guys, the Zero Delta. Thank you, Anon. Q in before POTUS. Beautiful. And let me see, guys. We have 3041. 3041. The unsealing of the first several indictments will bring about unity and change. The change that we can believe in. Returning power to the people and the rule of law to our land. We stand together, and we stand together as patriots. We know that Dan Scavino dropped this 10 days before the unsealing of the D-class. Let me say it like that. The D-class of the Crossfire Hurricane. And again, guys, 1403. Okay. 411. Okay, and 1141.
Yes.
The misspellings, guys. Has the error been corrected? Misspellings matter, guys. Okay, so he's dropping this again. 11 seconds. And 1400. He dropped a few, guys. Jeez Louise. So there is this gap code is important, guys. 2115. The world is watching, guys. God bless you, Trump. And 1257.
75.
75. Okay, guys. It's nice when you can't work in peace. He's creating the peace in the Middle East, right? Love how that rhymes. 408. 804. Okay, 408. I think we saw this one. Yes, we saw this one. We decoded this one. This was the last one that he dropped. Only now, the delta to the next is visible. So, and that is this one. The world is watching. Indeed it is, right? The where we go one, we go all. Worldwide. So Trump dropped this, guys. Bringing us to Q in before POTUS. John Solomon. Ukraine plot to help Clinton emerges, guys. Boom. The Owls. Las Vegas. This is what we got from Kevin Cork, remember? The enemy combatants, right? And the unsealing of the first several indictments will bring about unity and change that we can believe in. The firing of all these bad guys. Misspellings matter. The world is watching. Nice we can work in peace, guys. Did you find the exchange 2 days ago? Absolutely, guys. Boom, Trump. We love you. Thank you so much for dropping at the end of our show, making it even more special, guys. So be there with us on Sunday. Big shout out to everybody watching. And again, please bring a friend. God bless you all. Let me play the outro, guys. And see you on Sunday. Bring a friend. We love you all. And Derf, man, thank you so much for joining us. God bless you all. Have a blessed continuation of this epic Friday. rejuvenate this weekend, and let's get back in full speed on Sunday, guys. God bless you all. Bring everybody in, guys. Spread the word. Come on, come into the show. We will, I promise you, this will blow your mind.
Grassroots army. It's an army.
It's an army, guys. A grassroots army, guys.
We have plenty of time. It's a Sunday, right? At 17, your people say, I want to vote, but, I'm busy. I have other things to do. Let's go see a movie, and we'll watch the results later.
Come on now, Trump. Look at the ease in his eyes. He's doing this flawlessly, man. Trump is doing this flawlessly. Just had a bullet whizzing over his ear. 5 days later, he's behind the mic and he's spitting calms, guys. Trump is spitting calms like a Gatling gun, guys. We thank you. Patriots win. Arrows up, share, hoorah. Oscar worthy, Look at this band of annals. There was a time when the world asked ordinary men to do extraordinary things. That is us, guys.
That's great. That's great. Do we have the greatest people in the world? We have the greatest people in the world.
The point, the hat, he turns, he claps, and he points to the camera. Boom! There he is, guys. Trump, we love you guys. Oh my God, what a rally, guys. What a rally.
Nothing beats just hearing us, just seeing, you can already hear it in my voice where I think like, okay, I might head out now, right? And then, before you know it,
an hour later.
They come with something that is like, and that is that drop, right? That I always want to read. 1339. And this is to you, QT. We establish a series of proofs for this specific reason. Undeniable, unpredictable, coincidence after coincidence, growth due to confirmations, real sources communicating with the people, unrestricted and together, guys. So this is why Trump was labeling them the fake news, and they will make sure, right, to drop those, to back us up, right? And we love you, Q Team. Thank you so much for everything you're doing.
That's Zero Delta at 2:47 and 56 seconds. It's to the second, guys.
47.56 to the second delta.
The second, guys. This is ridiculous.
An insane assault.
There it is, guys.
Jesus.
There it is. Boom, guys.
There it is.
There it is, guys.
Woo!
There it is. Derfman in the house.
Dang,
we got Derfman in the house, guys.
I do appreciate,
guys. There it is. We sincerely appreciate. There it is, guys. 10:25. 10:25, guys. 10:25. There it is. I hope you guys can see it again. But this is central, so we got to add an hour here, right? 10:25. 10:25. We sincerely appreciate it for your kind words and appreciation. There it is. There it is, guys. The zero.
There it is.
Baby! Oh my God, this is good.
Of thousands, millions of people came in through Biden, and they say zero.
Boom, they say zero. What? 9:40 EST, aka 21:40 Eastern Standard Time. Boom, 21:40, zero Delta. What do we have here? Zero. They say zero. How about a nice zero Delta to encourage add-ons on request of the Q Team? Oh, whoa. Guys, check it out. He's saying we have it all at 7:09. 7:09, guys. Listen.
We have it all.
Boom, guys. We have it all. 5:09 Mountain Time. That is 7:09. Check it out. Are you ready? We have it all.
Oh my gosh.
This is 1909. The military timestamp of 709, guys. We have it all. See that? Isn't that epic, guys?
Wow. How does he do that?
But we'll make sure that that's going to go very quickly. We'll be able to do things that you never even thought. The only good thing about what happened with this 4-year disaster is that the people will understand when we fix our country. They'll be much more understanding than they would have been if we just went straight ahead and did it.
Oh, right.
What the heck?
What the fuck? Stop on Trump. Dude, what the fuck? This is XM 4461. Dude.
They tell me there's a storm coming in. Is that right? Is that still
The first time I had it, but you guys were after me. I said I had to focus. I was the hunted. And now I'm the hunter. It's a big difference.
After decades in which past presidents coddled and enabled the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, President Trump finally ended the immediate threat of a nuclear Iranian regime. The Iranian regime was weeks away from being able to produce a nuclear weapon that would threaten the entire world before President Trump took this decisive action on Saturday night to obliterate their nuclear capabilities. The contrast in leadership could not be more clear. Barack Obama and Joe Biden sent pallets of cash, American taxpayer dollars, in a failed attempt to buy the Iranian regime's compliance with a weak and ineffective deal. President Trump sent a fleet of American warplanes to destroy Iran's ability to produce a nuclear weapon.
There's new evidence that Barack Obama asked intelligence and investigatory heads like John Brennan, the former CIA director, James Clapper, the former director of national intelligence, and James Comey, the former FBI director, to find me evidence that you haven't found yet so that we can continue the Russian collusion hoax after it was ineffective in the campaign. You go back, we only have a few weeks left, I'm a lame duck president, and bring me the right assessments. And that's exactly what they did, and that's why they're terrified that new information is coming forth that suggests to the American people what they did and how they were culpable.
Incredible. It's all there now. It's in writing. And Tulsi's done a great job.
She's tough.
And she's tough and she's smart. And she did. She went deep into the files and she found it.
A new bombshell on the Russiagate hoax has dropped, revealing what U.S. intelligence knew back in 2016. Sources telling Fox News Digital that the U.S. intel had credible foreign sources indicating that the FBI would play a role in spreading the Trump-Russia collusion narrative. That was before the FBI launched its controversial probe. Now, CIA Director John Ratcliffe is expected to declassify intel from former special counsel John Durham's report on the origins of the FBI Trump campaign probe.
As you were playing those clips of these people like Morning Joe seemingly befuddled, saying that by no account is any of this true, I would challenge them to see if they've actually read the documents, every single page of the documents that we've released over the last couple of weeks. If not, go to odni.gov, G-O-V. It's all right there for anyone to see. And those who go in and read this will see how President Obama directed that a National Security Council meeting be called to talk about Russia.
Is the Oversight Committee prepared to enter into a legal battle with the DOJ over the Epstein files? You guys want the Clintons to tell us what they know about this and many others. We'll put up the list again so everyone can see.
How can an entity known only as Q, faceless, nameless, fameless, etc., begin to ask questions on 4chan, now 8chan, and build something of this magnitude? How can the same Q entity garner such a massive amount of worldwide mainstream media, fake news attention attacks? How is it possible this Q entity can forecast future events or know when the POTUS is about to tweet? How is it possible future proves past regarding the information provided? How is it possible this Q entity, an entity who began by merely asking questions on 4chan, 8chan, was able to fill in the blank?
Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington and for the global special interests, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. Our campaign represents a true existential threat like they haven't seen before. This is not simply another 4-year election. This is a crossroads in the history of our civilization that will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control over our government. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries all around the world. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation, and this will be our last chance to save it. This election will determine whether we're a free nation or whether we have only the illusion of democracy, but are in fact controlled by a small handful of global special interests rigging the system, and our system is rigged. This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. Honestly, she should be locked up. The most powerful weapon deployed by the Clintons is the corporate media, the press. Let's be clear on one thing. The corporate media in our country is no longer involved in journalism. They're a political special interest, no different than any lobbyist or other financial entity with a total political agenda, and the agenda is not for you, it's for themselves. Anyone who challenges their control is deemed a sexist, a racist, a xenophobe. They will lie, and then again, they will do worse than that. They will do whatever is necessary. The Clintons are criminals, remember that. This is well documented, and the establishment that protects them has engaged in a massive cover-up of widespread criminal activity at the State Department and the Clinton Foundation in order to keep the Clintons in power. They knew they would throw every lie they could at me and my family and my loved ones. They knew they would stop at nothing to try to stop me. Nevertheless, I take all of these slings and arrows gladly for you. I take them for our movement so that we can have our country back. I knew this day would arrive. It's only a question of when. And I knew the American people would rise above it and vote for the future they deserve. The only thing that can stop this corrupt machine is you. The only force strong enough to save our country is us. The only people brave enough to vote out this corrupt establishment is you, the American people. Our great civilization has come upon a moment of reckoning. I didn't need to do this, folks, believe me. I built a great company, and I had a wonderful life. I could have enjoyed the fruits and benefit of years of successful business deals and businesses for myself and my family, instead of going through this absolute horror show of lies, deceptions, malicious attacks. Who would have thought? I'm doing it because this country has given me so much, and I feel so strongly that it's my turn to give back to the country that I love. I'm doing this for the people and for the movement, and we will take back this country for you, and we will make America great again.
Yo, guys, love ya. Dead Phyllis, Stevie Bananas, Highlander, Trucy, everybody. God bless you all. Semper Discord, Stevie Bananas, Durang Naburu, Sunglasses. God bless you all. I'm gonna go to Little Grass. God bless you all. Killing the stream right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you Sunday. Stay blessed.